Should be live. Let's have a look and see. Alright. A very good morning to everyone on my channel live. I hope you are all having a good weekend. And I hope you are all having a good week as well. This is the round 7 AFL Clash live stream between St Kilda and the West Coast Eagles. I'm looking forward to see how it goes. Definitely Liam Ryan, who's going to be playing against his old side. I just really hope we can defy the, pretty much do defy the match fixing, but some teams know what it's like when they play against West Coast, and some teams that are on the bottom and that are due for an upset win or something like that, but two sides who are needing for a win and something like that, and yeah, they're probably due for one, so. But St Kilda, we need to win this game today to, pretty much to be just one win outside the wild card, and a win outside, and then possibly 2 or so wins outside the top 6. Now last week we unfortunately lost to the LA Crows match fixing, so we lost 15-12 102 to 15-13 103. Let's just go through the teams and see how they went. So Callum Wilkie, he had a great game last week. 130 fantasy points. He got 31 disposals, 23 kicks, 8 handballs, 12 marks, 2 tackles. But 12 marks, he was brilliant last week. And so was Jack Sinclair. He got 35 disposals, 21 kicks, 14 handballs, 7 marks, 1 tackle, 117 fantasy points that he racked up. So he finished in second. Roy Marshall, he finished in the third. He had a great game, 104 fantasy points. He got 25 disposals, 7 kicks, 18 handballs, 5 marks, 2 tackles, and the rest, Sam Flanders, Hugh Garcia, Zai Wagner, Brent Hill, Marcus Winhager, Darcy Wilson, and all that. They all had a great game. So Tom DeConing, he was out from back injury on, but he's actually, I'm happy that he's going to be playing this week, so. But yeah, hope he doesn't let us down in the ruck today. Hope he has a good game, especially Royal Marshall, who will be playing on in the ruck as well, so Tom DeConing will start in the ruck. So, in Zach appeal round, so Tom DeConing, Williams, the clearance
once the tackle got the handball away, was cut off by Wood. Going in hard was Windhager.
There's a fight for the ball. Tom DeConing kicks it.
To DeConing, who skies one towards half forwards. Along the ground, Higgins. Out to Hall. Spreads it out towards Wilson.
Wilson.
Sharman.
Zai Wagner Noara.
He was able
Handball, is there a target? Yes.
Loops the handball further afield. Higgins got rid of it. Picked up by Jinby.
Who's our man
The
up
West
here?
Coast, a little bit labour intensive.
Smother it, Sean.
No,
No smother.
Did pretty well there, the Eagles, until they didn't. Now, Gordon Tightly touched it, no one's believing
And now we've got ourselves
Yeah,
a free kick.
As you said, starting on Naz and did a really good job then. Make sure that tackle
Jack Silvani.
We don't have to get a short goal.
He's been physical early.
Not the greatest kick.
Inside 50, Sharman got up there, crashed it down. Williams just bangs it away in hope. Shanahan's got
Can someone take a mark? Silvani? No.
Up against him, knocked down. Wilson another touch. But Howard back into the lineup, going back to left forward at the moment. Hill, all the way back to Windhager.
I don't know which way they're going,
50.
but
Back to Silvani, who can load them up
Silvani.
again. Well, this is what West Coast will do. They'll just get up in their face. Look at that. Right up on the mark. Push them back. Don't give them any opportunity to handball receive. Windhager.
Mark Swinhager.
It's about
Can we find a target?
Down the line instead. And that's heading towards the boundary line. Who will target Jinby? Third man up, took it well.
We had 1A and 1B in Dersmer and Jimby. Nice grab.
McCarthy. Going to give ground this time. The
Bullshit.
Wilsons.
No, he stood there.
Been a talking point this weekend, hasn't it? Man on the mark.
They've been
I don't get it. They need this stand rule needs to be fucked off. Seriously.
So Kelly's got the
It's got to be
foot
one of the
ball.
worst
He's had a couple
rules in
of bounces
AFL
and a
history.
saunter along the wing. Handball further
Honestly.
afield. And then the hurry kick from
Can
Davis.
someone get a
disappointed
Marcus
as soon
and
as he
Kilda?
kicked it.
No.
Wanganeen Miller had a fair bit of it. Free kick for high contact. Flanders just hoiked it forward, but it's going to come back.
And that's what you don't want, man. You don't want that long bomb to shallow entry. St Kilda get their numbers there, get a free kick, whether it was lucky or not. But it's just not the entry we spoke about with Minnie before the game.
Well, Tim Kelly just took that extra bounce. He just didn't need to take. It would have been a nice long inside 50 to get him deep. Took that one extra bounce and all of a sudden put him under pressure.
Cal straight away with running Hill. Heads out wide. Do the Howard. The Hoogle. Sprinting outside.
Right.
Hoogle finally gets it. Second game of the year. Hoogle. Owens. Chips.
Sam Flanders. It's a nice
The keeper late
kick.
in the pocket. Just going to go. TDK went down the line.
TK, no.
Couldn't do something with it. It's not Young's grass. And you'll get a ball in. Today could be the day for TDK. See what he can produce. And for a home game, both these teams coming in with the same record. 2 wins, 4 losses. Eagles have lost 14 of the last 16 matches here at Marvel. It hasn't been a happy hunting ground. Owens shuts Williams out and then blazes away a goal.
No,
Tumbling
missed.
ball through for the first score. It's a behind.
He's a strong unit, Owens, isn't he? He's a very strong. Just saw him mark the ball a little bit earlier. Push the opponent under the ball there in the ruck. Decidedly very, very strong.
Long launch, here's this Wilkie battle. Shanahan, Wilkie did well with his body work, as he always does.
That goes Elliot there.
And someone get the ball.
The line with a little bit of Yo's help.
And I reckon Elliot Yo just got Wilkie under the ribs there, made it and popped a little finger.
That's a quick one. Dislocated finger. Just put that back in and back he goes.
Struck away, pull my finger. Okay, all sweet. Higgins.
Higgins.
Down only as far as Higgins.
Why are they going the wrong way for? They should be going that way.
This has always been hard for the Saints early in the season. Just transitions hurt them. But when they go inside 50, they're very efficient. Since round 3, the number 1 team to go in and score.
So Dersmer back inside defensive 50. Jinby, who's got time for a bounce. Switches play in the Marek direction.
Unfortunately, fucking Kelly Underwood's at this game today, but I hope she's either on the ground or else if she's in the freaking box, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Goes short down the line.
I want to try and fan it back around this way if they can.
As long as she's on the
So Hewitt's
boundary,
moving kick
I'm happy.
towards half forwards. Howard set himself beautifully.
So anyway,
Nice addition, Harry, for them. Takes that pressure off Wilkie had to play on the key defender and allow him to do his job.
nice kick.
Gone in fairly tall today as well, Saints.
No goal as of yet,
So
so
it's the half forward. There's that Owens matchup with that strength. Ball at the front.
there's Hall.
Red Shark.
Go Hall.
Pass Higgins or
Dang it.
Just flicked away last second, and let's hope he's okay. It's a little bit of help up slowly.
So the Saints are just holding two forwards. You can see two competing here. Ryan just over the top.
Oh!
West Coast have 10 players.
Moved awkwardly, Ryan.
And the Saints, 0.
Probably need him on the ground.
The great opportunity today.
That was a big hard landing from Ryan.
I don't want him out against the offside.
The weight these days, even if a player is only winded or
He's offside,
slightly
so
wounded, Owens got on the end
what
of
can
it.
Saints do here?
Couldn't quite find the handle, and Young.
Out of bounds.
Tony Green said about the injured player there. That's why we're waiting for him.
Well, some like a tougher game than others, but if the injured player's actually in the way of the ball movement, it makes it difficult.
Owens and Williams. Williams won it down that time. Wanganeen
Miller.
Miller finds the handball out. Wood misses the target of Wilson. Baker's there together for the West Coast. Reed was running.
Now they
back.
fucking
To
blitz you.
American through the middle they go. Kelly.
Can we get a mark? We do. Jack Silvani saves the day at that end of the ground.
Silvani read it, knew he was in real trouble with Waterman going back to goal.
So,
Had all the
Sinclair.
space, didn't have the carry on the kick.
The Coney.
Miller only just got up and still a little bit hunched over from that tackle earlier. Landed on the ribs.
De Koning wide. Again, the reach.
Shit!
Chip kick, Young. Dersma, he's okay now. Runs across full back.
I don't know where he kick it to, but
His
clearly.
target hits in.
Geez, I love that matchup.
Both sides are running the ground at an early rate.
What a great
Right.
learning experience for him. Playing with Naz.
No score as of yet, apart from that behind.
Kept Josh Tracy to 1 goal in 92 minutes of footy. So it's just a bit of a stability down there for West Coast.
Runner up in the best and fairest last year, Jimmy, at the Eagles. So, the youngest of the Dersma family. The Eagles kicks it down the line. And it was Jack Williams that time with the fist and out.
I love that though. I love with them Dersma. They're giving the job on Naz. I interviewed him at the draft and he said Batman and Robin go to the west. Even Harley Reid. So.
Well, mate, he might turn into Batman himself.
Yeah. Well, he's looking okay. Liam Ryan's old number 1. Wearing it well at the moment. Marrick, nicely moved on.
Shit. That's not 15 metres.
Kick and often players who don't have both sides have to go with that outside of the boot kick. And it doesn't always work.
Just watch Bailey Williams here in the ruck. He's genuinely manhandling De Koning in these matchups.
Tom gets a clearance. Oh my
Did he fumble that or handball?
I would have called it a handball, right?
Okay.
They're going to check.
We're going to consult those upstairs as to whether it's a handball or throw.
His eye came off and William came off with him as well, so he's going to go with it wherever he goes.
Thought it was going to be rock, paper, scissors, Dwayne against them. One called one called the other way.
So you're still going with throw or handball?
I went with a handball because he said it was touched.
Right, good boy.
Yeah, good call.
DeConey, gathered by Reed to Bailey Williams. Yes, was going backwards to go.
Ball!
Lindsay grabbed a standing tackle.
So if you go upstairs and it's not touched, how can you call it touched? I mean, they went upstairs for a decision and got this
Well,
decision
the
wrong.
umpire called it. He believed it was touched as it went over, so we're going with his decision.
It's meant to speed the game up, Dwayne.
Down the rock.
Points it towards half forward over the head of Waterman, fisted away. Baker running forward with also Wilson.
Hager,
there
no,
for assistance and
couldn't
out.
keep it in.
One thing they haven't got right just yet, West Coast, is their numbers in their handball game to get out of congestion. The Saints are just straight on them with the heat.
I like the Silvani-Waterman matchup. And good Silvani.
Essentially a 10 minutes of nil draw at the moment. Marshall in the ruck. Duff Tigler against him. Garcia, slick handball to the wrong guy. Lindsay inside. This looks better.
What the heck?
Little drop step. Didn't work for him to get onto his right side as well. Sharman's
Someone's
out.
got it
Goes to
now.
Caminiti back into the lineup. He's got Ryan flying on the goal.
Here comes Ryan.
Sends it in his direction.
Oh, he's too far out.
Well read by Young.
Just panicked with the kick. He
That
just had
kick,
more time, just put it
honestly,
over the
that
top.
kick.
He tried too hard to get it there too quickly.
Or even just to the right side of him. He had all that space on the other side. He just needed to put there.
Good call.
You see when he should have said.
So McCarthy goes short out to Duggan, back in ball to Lindsay.
I like this from West Coast. Just take a little bit of temperature out of the game. You mentioned a 0-0 at the moment. Everyone just sizing each other up.
It's too hard running.
Young to Murdoch. Match 4, so some good things early in his career. Was a big player last year. Sinks the slipper into that one. Yo at the front, fisted away. Off hands, Garcia.
Garcia.
Filippo, back to Garcia. Runs around his opponent and then
You get a mark.
And
No.
Sharman was caught at the back.
Get a mark.
Little toe poke, tried to get it to his own advantage. Marriott goes in hard. Butler over the top. And a ball up.
Sorry, how's that one?
Back home, that old Druin boy in that Druin national costume with the blonde hair and a couple of tats.
The mullet.
I think so. We're back to Druin hair for an update.
Kick.
Philippo across toward Ryan.
Ryan.
Get the crumb. Wood. Danced
There's
inside.
Wood.
I thought he was going to dance outside. And he rolled it
Oh shit!
behind.
West Coast, you mentioned the efficiency when the Saints
Two
got
misses
inside
now.
50 to score.
Maybe
But that's
2-0.
Inside 50s to West Coast 3. So holding up really well in defence.
As you mentioned, Nico, last time we met, West Coast defeated St Kilda in a bit of an upset, 28 points.
It's a great defence.
Malachi champion.
So, two now.
To Lindsay. Lindsay's ball tracks the crowd. Williams just got the fingertip to it. To ground it goes.
So,
Scrapping hard.
Let's
Go
drop
with
there.
Euros. Does come
Hill.
out to Hill with a clever handball. Philippo got it out to Garcia. Trying to break free. Shrug one, couldn't shrug two. Owens a little chip inside. Taking 50 to Ryan against the
Ryan, no.
Ryan was scored
Couldn't
at
get
the
the
last
mark.
moment. Then desperately
Ball
tried to
goes out of
keep
bounds.
Ryan out.
Wow. Youngie, what a great score from Young.
No score for the goal the last 10 minutes of the game.
Garcia, Bill Dersman just
No goals for each side.
And if they got through, Glenn Long would have taken the chest marks. So great pressure through the arcs.
Brad Young from the Tigers to do exactly that kind of thing. Marshall, Walters
Higgins, what does he do? Can he break out of his tackle?
He tried to ask people to drill it to himself. Duggan hanks it out of there, gets it as far as he possibly can. Marshall got a fingertip on it. Windhager, Yo, boundary line Yo, who experienced all the cleverness in the world.
Hill.
Malachi champion. Got three
Gets
to
the
beat
fierce.
Malachi. Can't beat them all.
The handball's off the hill.
Slips it short.
No, I don't know what kick it there for.
Philippo, he almost turns it over. Does. Lindsay goes and gets it. Gavin to Duggan. They're in this up to their eyeballs.
In the sun, can we get it? Can we man up and try and at least get a tackle or on the ball there?
Ball pursued by Marriott. Hanson trying to spend it wisely and hits Waterman lace out.
So Waterman lifts the
Oh, his
eyes
kick's
and
too
then tackles
wide,
one
but
inside
lucky for
50.
that.
Inwood, Shanahan, and then
That's the left one.
in a good tackle.
That's not
Another
ball.
chance for the Eagles. Back to
Okay.
Waterman. He can size them up this
Yes.
time. And
Oh, lucky
misses
he
for a
missed
mark.
as well.
Shanahan's playing a great role. As soon as he had Wilkie, he bolted to the goal square and then came back up with the footy. So trying to make him accountable, which we spoke about in the pre-game.
11 goals, 20 now for Jake Waterman for the year, which is hard to believe, given that he's 160 goals, 99 for his career.
Naz has just come off the bench here. Nearly
Sinclair,
good.
what does he do?
Just look at that matchup, Ryan and Young. 181 to 196 centimetres. So
Can you get a kick?
this ball hits the ground. Young might be a
Good
little bit
kick.
in trouble.
Now Windhager starts running. Runs inside 50. Here comes Ryan. Owens. Ryan. Go the Saints!
Pulled out by Fly Ryan.
That shows the maturity. You mentioned it, Burns. When Miller out on the wing on his own, could have kicked it to him, went nice and direct to Garcia. Quickest way home is through the corridor. They finally find their way through the Saints
After 10 minutes,
a nice 15 minutes.
finally a goal.
To get the first goal of the game. Just see when they go straight
Liam
through the
Ryan
minutes.
against his old side gets a goal.
Yeah, that's the handball there. You give that and you're away. You're over the top, you're over the back of the defence. And this is the one right here. Young had hands to it. We saw a couple of moments earlier, he got onto a nice spoil, because that's what he'll do with his height. And once that ball hits the ground, Ryan's going to have all the advantage.
To a man before the game, they all hugged him, the West Coast players. What a career he had at the former team. Premiership player in 2018.
We get the clearance from
All-Australian in
Marshall.
2020.
Zywagon Miller sockers it off the ground. We've got a foot race on here.
Ball met by Sharman, who overran it. And the Eagles through Allen. He can't quite grab
still
it. Now
press
see
hard.
it with some control. Caminiti.
There's the free kick
Going
going.
back West Coast ball.
It's going to be against Sharman to Allen.
Oh, shit.
Started really well in West Coast. You'd love to see a little bit of reward.
Into Dersma. Thought about Lindsay in the middle of the ground. Decides to go down the line to almost a 50-50. Pulled the kick.
I don't know what he's
After was in the front
don't
spot.
know where the hell the kick's going to.
Duff Titan's
Now,
ball.
oh
The
shit.
young man plays it well to Williams.
But it worked out well in the end, didn't it?
We spoke about the shallow entries, mate.
Yeah.
You can go shallow. It doesn't have to be good, his man, but that short hit up is always on. You can see lower the vision. Could have panicked. Could have kicked that long to the square where they had an option. But that's smart. They would have trained this during the week. Lower your vision against the Saints.
So the Eagles looking for some reward for effort here. The 22-year-old from Ross Moy, his 5th year as an Eagle.
Oh, he
Jack Williams
curves all the way back and lucky he missed it.
Last moment for a behind.
Right.
That's Wilkie's first touch of the quarter.
Running from defence, the Saints again. Block. And then Miller up. Got blocked out the boundary area so couldn't get past.
That's
Get the
good
1,
kick
2, 3. But
to Higgins.
Turns who goes up the Butler had a nice possession. He's going to fly
Who's going
here.
to fly? Who's going to get the mark?
Once
No,
they're down,
nobody's
Davis
watching.
Crum gave to Duggan. Philippo wrapped.
That's ball! Right. There's a shot on goal here.
The weight of the tackle just made him miss the ball altogether as he tried to handball. It's a good, strong tackle.
Saw him doing afternoon for Philippo.
Saw him doing the warm-up before the game. I was wondering if he was going to play. I think he was always going to play, wasn't he?
Big 10 back in 2022. Got a huge upside. Foz Camden in SA, the Phantoms.
There's
The
Philippo.
comic
Can you
character
put this through?
in his struts.
They're about purple.
They do. They wear the Phantom logo.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately, can't do the ghost who walks proud.
Just goes to show forward pressure, lock your tackles, and keep it inside 50 for 1 because if you have to
So,
walk like that,
no.
as you said, means a bit of scoreboard pressure, letting themselves down a little bit, the Saints.
Searching kick out to Murdoch.
It's better for me.
So basically,
Brock. Up the middle. Hewitt thought about the flyby. Slight hesitation, calls for some reinforcements. And now he's taking too much time, so he has to take on the man on the mark and go short.
There's been a few occasions they haven't given it to the runner going by, and I'd like to see them give one every now and then, because this is what happens. Now it's slow, St Kilda get too much time to set up.
Allen forced shallow entry and a high ball off hands and run over by Hall and Co.
You just watch West Coast when they do get that stop play, they're always looking at the corridor. 90% of them is just, can we get it inside to transition our footy? So, got that real mindset to play as fast as they can against the Saints.
Marshall Duff Titler. Good young kid. Knocks it down to Yo. That was nice. Hewitt, Yo. Put him under the hammer with the handball.
ball, yeah.
Tackling all both teams at the moment. Handball. Just past the outstretched hand. Duggan. Little fumble, little fumble, little fumble. Conceded
No
30.
free kick
That's a
win
really
there.
body that might work. No, ugly bounce for Murdoch. He wouldn't have bounced over most heads, but bounced over his. Bringing in Bella. Inside to Philippo. Started well.
Come on, Sharman.
Outside for the run. Sharman.
Here's Ryan!
What does he want to do?
Take the set shot.
Ryan, but he came off about 2 seconds too late.
Just for his second
He
goal.
made a decision. It was just a couple of seconds too late. In the end, he should have stayed.
Just see impact or locate. He was hit 2 miles,
Yeah,
but
he
he's spot
was.
on.
A couple of seconds earlier, when he hesitated to go and then finally went, he had it gone on his first instinct, he would have got there.
It's high five with the kid over the fence in Adelaide last week was one of the highlights of the year.
Oh shit.
And behind, slide ledge in his chair. 4th season as coach, 2nd time around. Out the Saints, 7th, 12th so far. And now comes into this game. St Kilda 13th, 2 wins, 4 losses.
So Lindsay goes for a gallop and then exits D50, free kick. And
Bullshit!
Bailey J. Williams.
Where was that holding free from?
Massive human.
26 years of age.
Very physical today. I really enjoyed starting his game.
Now, Saints have the
We
numbers
got the
here.
mark. Wilkie.
They're the ones you just can't allow.
Yeah, well, that's his first mark, contested mark of the game.
Nice
Off
one.
to Clark.
Sinclair.
Right through the middle.
Flanders.
Now Flanders. He lifts his eyes and sees a man wider. Thought it through well.
He's on.
Owen's outside 50. Little chip to the pocket.
Shaman! The 50 metres.
Well, he came from the other side of the ground here, Sharman. Went to the goal square and then
How can that not be
sprinted on
50
this
metres?
fantastic 40-metre lead. Really hard to get on the end of this.
Just goes to show you when there's no pressure through the middle of the ground, they've got an uncontested possession. You're going to find the space
Flanders.
that they've just found now.
Flanders was standing short range.
One of the angles didn't suit Thomas, but can Flanders put this one through for a goal though?
Just hate. It's just concentration there.
Third in the best and fairest for the Gold Coast in 2024. First year as a Saint. The boy from Fish Creek.
Go the Saints!
For their second.
His first for the club.
Get around him as they should. The first goal, you always remember that one. Can't remember your second or third, but the first one's always a beauty. But that's switching off from the West Coast defence. You can see when there's no pressure through the middle, look at this, they've got runners everywhere. Sinclair over the top, you get overlap. Believe it or not, Peters goes bang, hits the target. But look at all the space you spoke about, Moots, to come up, to switch off and have that sort of uncontested mark inside 50 is unforgivable.
Just releases the pressure they had on the Saints. I mean, we're talking about 13 to 6 inside 50, so they're putting up 13 inside 50s and the score hadn't got away from them. Then all of a sudden you just allow an easy goal.
Now they've got a bit 3 minutes and 34
We're
left.
starting to play again.
Get themselves back into this contest, perhaps. Aye.
Bullshit!
3.
He's had a great start to this game.
He's a very good player.
It's going to be a very
And sends it straight down the spine. Should Shanahan get there? Scoot it to the back and he'll rush this through.
We'll rush it through.
With enough pressure on it, even though a few West Coast fans were hoping the umpire might bite.
He's under the pressure. Waiting in there now. Bit of a kick. It's in the back.
Just taken a little bit too rudely in the end by Allen.
Windover. Okay, so what does he do?
So
Give it a nice good kick.
to get going. Climb.
Owens!
He didn't really have to. He landed and then marked it. Took it on terra firma.
Well, the early Clyde pushed the two opponents under the ball.
Why is that not 15 metres?
Went short to Sinclair. Then Philippo.
That was clearly 15. How can you pay that not 15? That was like last week.
True centre wing, Philippo. Belts it inside 50. Caminiti wrestles with Jingby to the side. It goes. Burdock flicks it behind. And then the tackle on Lindsay and a stalemate.
It's great recognition for both teams. They know that if they get their handball games going, they're in real trouble on the outside. So you can see how tight and congested it is.
It's a kick away, but that'll be a free.
Alright, we've got the free kick, so
Jimmy's
his eye wagging now.
I haven't seen him lose too many one-on-ones, Jimmy.
That's got to do here. Spears it to the pocket in hope.
One mark. Higgins!
He outread a lot of them. Jack Higgins, they all jumped, all floated to the back, and he had it read perfectly.
Put this through. Saints' third goal.
Wasn't happy with the attention,
No.
was he?
With 2 minutes on the clock left in the first quarter before the siren
He's
goes.
one of the best in the competition.
So The third goal for the Saints.
He hasn't missed one of these in 4 years.
Oh,
I mean, having a bit of me time here.
The 11-5 is kicked in 2026.
Plays on.
Snappy Jack.
Go the Saints!
Still hasn't missed one.
That's his bread and butter, those sort of things. Anything from 35 out, he has to snap around his body. He almost mark it down before he kicks it. He is the star at that part of his game. But yeah, there's a little bit of lip going on down there. I think Hugh might have ran over him about 5 minutes ago, and I think he just let him know about that mark. We'll just see here. Just read the ball. Just a little bit better, Dicko. Hugh just got caught watching. Turn around, just let him know about it.
It's a great set play as a small forward. You go to block, but you know that you're the man. You get one over the top, but you called it Decanian and Jimby was the ideal target. The one that gets over the back. Jack makes the play. Tosh's come down early.
Well, with the year for Jack and new robust instructions from the coach. Look in the middle. Williams had a fresh
Off
air.
the ball, yeah, was wagging him, Sinclair now.
Sinclair
Here.
received it from Wilson. Then over
Too wide of a kick.
Run under it. Marek was there. Read it better. Ball out to Davis, dodging and weaving, and then kicks it to a Paddock. Bouncing
Foot race here on.
going in hard. Ryan.
Oh, what a bump! What a good bump by Ryan.
Did well in the end in Duff Tightler. Saints with it
Here's
back
Flanders. Here's
Flanders to
Butler.
Butler's
Butler
kick was
smothered.
Loose pill. Grabbed by Lindsay. Then McCarthy to Marek. And he sinks his boot into it to a 2-on-2.
Here's Wilkie.
The wall of Wilkie.
Yeah, and Shanahan's got
Hill.
some cut out now to work out whether he goes for his marks or whether he punches.
Nazire.
If I'm Shanahan, I'm not going for my marks. I'm going to stand next to him because he's going to lead me to the ball. He's going to lead me to the ball.
Oh, that was a stupid kick.
And then have to play the tackle to mop up what could have been a mess.
That's a great point you make, Twain. He had all eyes for Wilkie. He didn't put himself into a contest. He could still be aggressive.
Here's Butler.
Try and
He's at a handball off to Hill.
Butler, Hill, they're not done yet. The Saints this quarter.
Here's to Coney.
TDK
Good
gets a pretty
kick in the
good
50.
Marshall's resting forward. Ball's under it. Windhager's
Ball.
under it. Owens
All
his
just
mind.
picks it up.
He'd already said, I do. Can't change your mind now.
I think he
Marek's
bounced it
got
back
it.
up to himself.
Shit kick, but it's we're gonna. Siren's gonna go
I'll
anyway.
stand next to Wilkie. He will take you to where the ball is going to drop.
Will Durst, we're up to 8 disposals now, so he's had plenty of it in the first quarter.
So, Reed with the
What a
football.
quarter.
Siren sounds. 3 goals to St Kilda, courtesy of Brian Flanders and Higgins. And they go into a quarter-time lead of 19 under the limit marble.
So, Bruce closed, playing at Marvels. So, let's see how the first quarter stacked up.
It's got a good balance on it, yeah.
The tool takes all the vibration away from your arms and it just does all the work.
Judge it for yourself.
So, good quarter. Hugh Garcia, 8 disposals, 1 kick, 7 handballs, 1 mark, 3 tackles. Filippo, 7 disposals, 3 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark, 2 tackles. So, Garcia's got 32 points, Filippo 30, and Windhager 29 points. 8 disposals, 5 kicks, 3 handballs.
Hospital and extras cover online by April 30.
Also, just updated it again. Let me just go through it again. Flanders, so yeah, Filippo 30. Sam Flanders, well, yeah, 1 goal, 5. So yeah, 29 defensive points, 1 goal, 5 disposals, 3 kicks, 2 handballs, 2 marks, 1 tackle.
Everywhere.
Nazire, 28 fantasy points, 10 disposals, 5 kicks, 5 handballs, 1 mark. After, this is for the remaining quarter for now, so this is after the first quarter. Higgins got 26 fantasy points, 1 goal, 6 disposals, 2 kicks, 4 handballs, 2 marks.
Tundra, Toyota's flagship truck.
Windhager got 25 fantasy points after the quarter, so he got 8.
Performance hybrid engine.
He's got
Undeniable Toyota.
8 disposals, 5 kicks, 3 handballs, 1 mark.
It's ready to
Mitch
roll.
Owens, 5 disposals, 5 kicks,
Question is,
3 marks. Tom DeConing, 3 disposals, 3 kicks.
available now.
He got 1 mark, but he got 3 on hit out.
Realising you're paying your landlord
3 hit out.
over $40,000 a year? Yeah, that's when you're
Brad Hill got 20 fantasy points. He got 7 disposals, 3 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark. Liam Ryan, he 1 goal, 1 behind, so for 2 set shots, or for 2 goals, for 2 and, well, pretty much for 2 shots, but 1 goal, but the other one he kicked was behind. He got 9 fantasy points, he got 3 disposals, 3 kicks. He got one mark in the inside there, so he got 19. Jason Clay got 5 disposals, 4 handballs, 4 kicks. 5 disposals, 4 kicks, 1 handball, 1 mark, 17 points. Especially Darcy Wilson. So he got 3 disposals, he got no kicks. He got 3 handballs, 1 mark, 2 tackles. So, yeah, Joe Silvani, 15 points. 3 disposals, Joe Silvani, 3 disposals, 3 kicks, 2 marks. Callum Wilkie, 3 disposals, 2 kicks, 1 handball, 2 marks.
The game was taken away from us in the CSP.
Mason Wood, 4 disposals, 2 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark.
5 out of his first 6 opponents.
So they've all pretty much been doing well recently. Wilkie and Wood for disposals, 4 2 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark. Jay Carroll, 4 disposals, 1 kick, 3 handballs, 1 mark. Dan Butler, 3 disposals, 2 kicks, 1 handball, 1 tackle.
Ross the Boss at his prickly best this week with the media. Wonder if he's satisfied with the
2 handballs, 2 tackles.
So far, I can tell you they
Chip
are
Sharman, 4 disposals, 3 kicks, 1 handball,
because the Saints lead
1
by
mark.
19 points at quarter time. Eddie Betts, the number 1 draft.
D. Howard got 3 disposals, 2 kicks, 1 handball, 2 marks. Anthony 1 disposal, 1 kick, 1 mark, 1 tackle. Brian Marshall, 2 disposals, 1 kick, 1 handball, 1 tackle, and 1 hit out. And Max Hall, 2 disposals, 1 kick, 1 handball, and 1 tackle. So, good first quarter. We leading 22-3. So far, so good. So,
Well, Teddy, what have you made of it so far? The Eagles weren't rewarded for their efforts.
They weren't. And just getting back to the centre square.
to find the match fixing so far.
You like the scramble, Matty, I'm sure. CSB, DQB. Centre square bounce differential quarter breakdown. That'll be in the presser after the game. Take it quarter by quarter. He'll have something new. He'll have something new, knowing Ross, exactly. But they didn't get back from much. Well, at the moment, it's 2-2. So based on going inside 50 moons, we've set up, since round 3, their efficiency's been number 1 in the competition. And they didn't quite get bang for buck in the first quarter. 3 goals scored, but West Coast were hanging in there.
Just a little watch on Naz. He landed on his rib cage halfway through that first quarter. He went down to the room for that quarter time break. And he has been in the hands of the doctors during that break as well. So we'll just keep an eye out on him.
So fast on a standing start, looping handball into a bit of space. And Kelly coughs it up. Wilson. Marshall taken heavily. Kelly with the ball. Dersma. Hewitt running through the middle of Marvel. Now to Merrick. Merrick just a little bit stagnant. Hewitt
they recognised pretty quick when they were moving the ball that there was nothing up in the forward half, so slowed it down, which is good maturity and patience.
So now Hewitt will kick long. Jack Williams couldn't mark opposite number. Garcia grabbed it to Silvani, who just whipped it out. Towards the edge of the square, and that's going to be a free kick. So another opportunity for the Eagles, this time through Jimby.
Jeez, he's been good in one-on-ones, Jimby.
He forces you to make a decision. It's either compete or you're going to have to push him in back to move him.
It's a pretty good spot with the kick. They need someone to go up and take a mark like
What?
Yo would have done.
Bullshit!
It's a mark.
He dropped it!
Did he hold it long enough?
And he plays on.
Oh, he missed it.
Yo, most experienced Eagle out there. 217 games worth of experience. And he blows that chance to give them some life.
Just see Minnie there. Sorry, Ed. Just see Minnie there in the box. Just unbelievable.
Carroll's long ball. So Kenson Kilda on the rebound. Let them pay here. Hall to Hill over the top to Garcia.
Here we go, we're into some space here.
Higgins, but he overclubbed the handball.
You get the ball free.
50 with a handball. Some strong tackling from the Saints. Wilson just pats it out to the side. Shanahan went in. Owens over the top and a ball up.
I think Minnie was a bit confused what happened there with Elliott. You know, that was just...
He's confused.
I couldn't believe that. Right in front, 15 metres out, goes for a snap and bellies the ball.
Hands it to Kelly. If your experienced players are doing that, say the kids, good mark to Howard.
Unfortunately, today's game is they love doing it, the players.
All the cool kids are doing it, so the old ones are going to do it now. Let's go back and kick a drop punt. Hill out wide, Carroll. He blasts it long. He's got Ryan in the pocket.
Here's Ryan.
A little nudge.
Oh, yeah.
Got the free.
Didn't need the nudge either. He was running well under the footy. But that's what Liam Ryan does to you. You think you're going to jump on someone's head?
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned the height difference. He's got him in height, young, so he can compete with him in the air, no worries. Doesn't have to do those silly things.
He mesmerises you, though.
That is true.
Worried.
That is true.
This is Liam Ryan, what can he do? Can he put this one
Their
through?
advantage even more. Spins it around his body.
Oh shit!
You've got to forget about that West Coast, the Elliott, miss. It's got a lockdown on holding possession here against the Saints, which they've been pretty good so far at doing that. Just be chipping the ball around, holding possession, get some runners.
Give it over the top.
Allen tackled well. Coming through hard was Baker. Stacks on.
Well, great tackle from Sinclair there. That was one that held everything up. They had the overlap going West Coast, but Sinclair's tackle just completely ripped him in half.
And that breaks down if you're not clean. And you can just see West Coast a little bit fumbling when the pressure's coming.
Marshall almost threw that out when getting Miller's kick smothered by Kelly and over.
Seen some big momentum changes this year in games. So they're not out of it, the Eagles, but they just need someone to take control a little here.
Good work going on here. Garcia is trying to knock Dersmer off the ball, keeping him away from Naz.
Williams, Marshall, Williams, front spot, double-handed back down to Yo. Court got a kick away. Baker weaves his way through the traffic nicely. Back to Kelly. Rolls, Wilkie playing front spot. Got it, and his turn got nicely.
Williams has got the job now on Cal Wilkie, dragging him as deep as he possibly can, getting him out of that intercept marking zone.
Shanahan back to the goal square, Howard with him. Ball flung in the air, Marshall heads down illegally. And he'll win himself a free kick.
But even the kick inside 50, guys, if you kick it off the ground, that's the win for West Coast, so they can't mark that ball.
Sinclair.
Sometimes grass is your best friend.
Sinclair going to go up the spine here. Carroll with a spearing ball to Wilson.
Now we've got some in here.
Shortest way home up the middle.
Sharman!
Hold it.
Didn't you see how he got 4 minutes earlier?
There's that quick ball movement again through the middle of the ground. So once that ball does turn over for St Kilda, West Coast inability to really stop that run through the middle is becoming a concern.
I love their transition. It's not the usual suspects.
6th year as a Saints. He's going to
Oh shit!
He's been a bit too acute.
Maybe the cool kids have got to stop doing this to him.
Got to go back to old school.
Yeah, maybe.
Another miss.
Hard realities.
There's some goals on the table, both teams, both snaps.
McCarthy can't even...
Oh, he's dropped his fumble with the burn ball.
Yeah,
With the ball.
Waterman comes down to take the mark.
Oh, sorry.
To Kelly. Corral. He floats the mongrel out wide. Cut off by Sharman. Garcia. Sinclair. Winging in Miller. He goes all the way back to Hannell. What's he want to do here? They want the corridor if they can get it. Windhager also wants the corridor here. If he can get it, the Garcia turns it over.
Play out, turn over.
Inside 50.
So
Oh,
Dersma,
shit.
his kick inside attacking 50. Williams was caught at the back there. Is that a free kick to the Eagles? It's going to be a shot at goal.
Bullshit.
The young star in Reed.
Well, goes back to Dersma. We talked about their defence through the middle of the ground and allowing St Kilda through it.
Kick to Harley Reid.
Took your number one draft pick to realise what was going on. He intercepted the ball. The kick inside wasn't great, but it was a great contest in there to get the ball to ground. And then this man Harley Reid just got his body in line with the ball. Smart play, but a nice free kick.
So the Eagles just have to get some things bubbling here and put the number one draft pick to it and just light a little bit of a spark for the Eagles. Their first goal of the match.
Well, there's the reward. You spoke about it, Moons. They got the reward, but it took the number one draft pick to have that sort of maturity in just taking that back, getting it inside 50. It wasn't the greatest of kicks, but they get some reward for finally. Like Saints look like they're away here. Look at this. Just goes off his man.
Just
the teasing
accused,
distance. Yeah, the teasing distance was enough. Thinking Jack Sylvani's going to get this ball. And then Harley Reid puts himself in. He's dangerous at the best of times, let alone with the ball. And he's on goal side. The Eagles get there first.
A good contest there from Williams to make sure that Dougal didn't mark that ball. Brought the ball to ground, let that man run onto it and get a free kick. It's a good play all round in the end from the Eagles.
Martin's only 14 points now. One in the air. Marshall, Williams. Both got a little fingertip to it. Umpire might have to do it again here.
Well, there's still plus 19, the Saints, for inside 50, so holding up in defence. I know they've had their opportunities at goal, but they have had wide shots, been under pressure.
It's amazing, only 14 points down. There should be about
Rolling free kick now.
James Williams holding. Marshall kicked it out of the air from the rock contest, which is a little unnatural. And that's
Sharman!
after Sharman floating money, or was almost threatening to break a finger.
The knuckleball
Yeah.
was a good take, though, playing in front, the forwards. So they're all coming up at the ball, which is trying to test West Coast defence.
We spoke about Bailey Williams' physicality. That's 2 free kicks he's given away now in a row. So he's going to have to work that one out.
The instant reply to punch it back to 20 points. Sharman.
Bullshit!
Keeping the Eagles in at 3-7 could easily be 7-3.
Wasteful Saints team at the moment. Lindsay. Young, the former target. This is Lindsay again, and then inboard to Brock.
That's possession number 14 for Lindsay.
And Murdoch.
Desperately want the corridor, you can see their intent.
Just keeping a bit of composure here. Duggan. Just going to probe it down the line. Has to be a mark or a turnover, and in the end, courage shown by Yo.
Shit.
Well, he owes them, Elliot.
Taking Melbourne Blight to get it there.
So, Yo, full penetration on the kick towards the congestion in the pockets. No mark from Duff Tighter, and eventually walked over by Shanahan.
De Koning in that contest before, he only had the 3 disposals, so not really have any influence on this game at all.
Threatening to kick 2 in a row here, the Eagles. Tom De Koning caught by Williams, hit the deck, and they all hit the deck with it. A good spot for a ball up here for the Eagles. Garcia, Harley Reid, hanging around the outside. De Koning knocks it down. Hewitt threads his way through the
Along
traffic, and
the
then
ground for
went to
Saints.
hand it off to Reid. Could have gone alone.
Should have gone alone.
Too
Now,
much selfish.
Here's the kick.
Heads outside 50. Caminiti left it behind. Still an opportunity for Duff Tytler. Does well. Just a float kick. Cut off nicely by Windhager.
Windhager now.
Waits for a bit more traffic forward of the football. Then uses Wilson and also Sinclair. Sinclair, high-ranking one. Right at the front. Easy one.
Shit.
Just to glance in from the side for the Eagles from Young, who's going to receive the football again. And then along the line goes Murdoch. Reed. Inside attacking 50. Wilkie in from the side. Yo, good gather. Can he still pick it up? He fumbled it. Pressured by Hill. Hill just did enough.
He did very well, Hill. But Elliott, he wanted the goal so badly, he was looking up before he actually grabbed the ball.
He's got his hands on his knees, just wondering what's going on at the moment. Elliott, yo. Shanahan to do the ruck work this time. De Koning, short throw. He didn't even reach the rucks, and the umpire says you can do that again.
Well, did it not reach it, or the ruck's just too far back? I mean, well, it wasn't a bad throw.
Give it back to the boundary umpire, you're kind of blaming the boundary.
You are.
Willem Dursby, you see, just off this stoppage here, he's a one to watch here.
Knocked down, Elio, spun, caught, no prior, all up.
He's playing that wicket-keeper role, moves just sitting back off that stoppage, ready to go left, right, or impact if the Saints get it.
Watch Elliott, he try and run through.
De Koning down, Hill went and got it. Wilson, with some poise, just floats it over the head of Wood. Marrick, Wood. Marrick didn't know that Papa was there. Maybe he did. He tapped it to him so he could wrap him up.
He did well, Marrick. Very well in the end.
So Kelly, McCarthy, Duff Tytler, they can build it up again, the Eagles.
Tytler. Slap bang in the middle of Marvel. For a transfer play. Floating ball for Jindy. Jindy with some space. Kick in the Waterman direction. Just couldn't quite grab the mark. De Koning bangs it along the ground. Going in hard was Lindsay. And now Filippo relents and happy to take the tap.
So 6 games in, Josh Lindsay up to 15 possessions, and that was just a great one-on-one contest there.
More Falcons, a bit of Cam Mooney touch on him as well, which is nice.
Good family friend, Hazel. Frank here.
Ryan's got himself there, he's come down hard.
Again.
Garcia, it's a free kick, a holding free to the Eagles, and Ryan's really slow to
He's
get up.
popped the knee right in the buttock, I reckon.
And in the first quarter, he landed on the same buttock, as you would say.
Oh, Jimmy got him right with the knee.
That's 2 hits in the one spot, and he's in a bit of trouble down there.
That's as good as Corky as you will get. Yeah.
Oh, right on the hip.
Yeah.
Hip pointer that way.
That'll feel it. Get the spasm that goes all the way down your leg.
So should you have to come off here if he...
Oh yeah, he won't be able to walk.
I'd be surprised if we see him again. But that's
Right.
That is a really bad point to get a knock with someone else's knee coming back the other way.
Yeah. If it shoots down your leg and you're in real trouble, you got no stability.
Marshall's preparing to come on for him, but again, there's no rule where you have to come off if they stop play for you.
Well, they've just got to pick him up. We're 10 metres from the interchange. It's pick him up and
He
get him
can't
off.
get up though. You can pick him up. Or drag him by one arm.
This is the first one. So he lands really heavily here. You can see, straight on, almost the same.
That would have been enough for me to go off, really, let me tell you. He's got another one.
And there's another one on the same spot. See, doing doctor under each arm.
Yeah, that's better.
Throw him over the boundary line and play resumes.
It just shows you how hard he's copped it because he's barely walked 7 metres.
He's going to be a very, very sore person there.
So Young has the football for the Eagles. Another foray forward. De Koning wrestles.
Alright, so play's back underway.
Duff Tytler on hands and knees.
And the
They've
ball.
got holding the ball. He hatched it underneath. Manganine Miller
Wants to go in the middle.
This is his most famous game under the lid at this very stadium. Across to Flanders, who floats it out to Silvani. It's the Saints work it forward. They've got some numbers out there. They can build from here. Wood Owens. Happy to go back outside the arc.
Well, they did well there, West Coast. They retreated
Plays on quickly to
Kick.
Wanganeen Miller, who pelts it towards
Oh,
goal.
shit.
It's been marked on the line, but in fact over the line to behind.
A little tick from West Coast, so they moved it big transition, but they did keep the Saints wide, which gave West Coast to get back and saturate that defence. And they gave it to Naz anyway, went over the top of all of them for another behind.
Liam Ryan came straight off and went down the race, and then Jimmy came across, his ex-teammate tapped him on the bum, which is the same spot where he got hit. But it was great sportsmanship.
Yeah, oh,
Was
great.
it a tap or a punch?
Fantastic, Eddie. Ball wide, front away from Gersner.
Moons would have need him, but anyway.
We're going to just, how you go, a couple of really hard hits there, Hilly, just to see how he's going.
Who'd want mates?
Good crowd in here at Marvel. David Company on the Sunday ticket. Ball back into play. Marshall, Williams, clearance is big. Squeezed toward Owens. But he
Go on, Owens.
Get in time. Duggan, Williams, free kick. Is that an advantage? Play on or not? I'm a bit confused here. Everyone's looking around to see whose free it is or what they're doing. Confusion. So score review, they're going back to the score review for the mark on the goal line as to whether it's a behind or not. So we played about a minute of play, so that won't count. Any stat that happened in that minute, if this ends up being a score, will now be erased from the books.
Seriously,
Like, his time is gone.
a minute and a half to make a decision. Are you kidding me? They should have 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and it should be done. Let it go.
So the call obviously...
Look at their score reviews.
And we need to check this.
Is it looked, the naked eye looked over the line.
Looking at this angle, we can see the ball is controlled before crossing the...
It's over the line.
So they've called it control.
Mark?
Otherwise it's gonna
We
be
got a mark anyway.
So he's going to have a shot at goal. It's a mark that counts, and a shot at goal for Rowan Marshall. The last minute, just making.
Hang on a minute. Now we've got to get a shot on goal here.
Pretty much over the line. Shouldn't even be paid a mark.
Well, it looked like it was controlled over the line.
Oh, my God.
But to pull the play back,
So Marshall to have this shot, which some say shouldn't,
Go Saints!
and that is as bizarre as we've ever seen AFL football play.
I can't believe that. I know that's a goal to St Kilda and they just creep away with a 21-point lead. But that's embarrassing if you look at it. That was inconclusive. Moons
Inconclusive at best. I would have said it was over the line.
Yeah, controlled over the line, but we lose a minute and a half of play. As you can see here, if you're going to call it, you're going to call it. You've got at least 15 to 20 seconds to recognise that on the kick out.
The hell?
Bouncing football, grabbed by Davis. And now McCarthy bursting through the middle for the Eagles. Ball inside 50. And Subani had his name written all over that. He knew it. Adrenaline pumping. He kicks it out towards the wing for the Saints. Wanganeen Miller, handball over the top. Pulled a little, but got it to Marshall. And now Hall inside 50. Up they go. No mark shoving. Higgins round the corner. Higgins.
Go the Saints! Higgins.
He's tipped two.
Well, you go all the way back to Silvani. You have a look at Harvey Norman replay. But you go back to even Silvani. They intercept mark from Silvani, then play on. Naz hitting the wings. Then just keeps playing on. Again, another handball, play on. And this kick here, I love this kick. Back into the corridor. You get a great contest. And there's Snappy Jack doing what he does best. Just roving it. Beautiful front and square. Nice left foot finish, Dicko.
And that's the pressure the Saints put on you with their transition. They're efficient when they go in. You got Jack right front and square with speed, gets on the left. They get back-to-back goals after some wayward kicking in their forward half. But their transition, you can just see Jack's been enormous this year in defence, starts that chain.
We get a clearance now.
Hit the quick fly handball out.
Just need to tighten up your West, because obviously the blowout.
Clearance
Timely
leaves.
moment coming, hopefully. He sends it long. They need to break the Eels. Duff Tyler in the middle of it. Can't take the mark. All of a sudden, it's a 27-point margin, 8.5 from half-time.
It's a great contest. Duff Tyler gave them another chance here.
So after that, he's in the ruck with his opposite number to Coney. He's got a fingertip to it. Yo. Just out of the congestion, bouncing football. Baker's the first one there. Back in ball to Williams. Now to Baker.
Is this?
Handball right
Rush
in
it
the
through.
zone of the
Rush
goal
it through.
Wilkie takes his medicine. And Duff Tyler.
Well, here's a great opportunity for West Coast to one score, the two lock it in their forward half, get some time here.
You're not allowed to knock it through if you're the Saints, Ruckman. And
Elliot.
That's it, good.
yeah, footy odds tell him. Footy odds don't pay him back though.
Yeah, we just don't want to see this. We've got 8 minutes to go here. You don't want to see this blowout any more than it already is from the West Coast point of view. Try and get 1 or 2 back.
Getting Miller went charging up the spine and then switches. So Wood. Now back to Sinclair. We can probe it up the centre this time to Silvani. Sinclair.
This is the kick and this is the
Here comes Sinclair.
West Coast.
Oh, it was an
Go
odd time to have a
Sinclair.
little bit of a basketball type of a bounce between two Eagles. Baker and then Williams with a slight fumble round the body, and they've got it up again.
He
Wilkie.
had the numbers. He just needed to handle, use the space. They had 2 defenders down there. Howard and Wilkie just got to be a little bit smarter and patient.
Dersma, this kid is good.
You know,
Game 7.
go back and have a shot, young man. You've got this in your kit bag.
He could be unplayable in 2 years, this kid.
That's his second intercept for this quarter. Hopefully we'll end up in a second goal.
They picked 1 last year. First year for Willem Dersma.
Last couple of steps out to the right. Give yourself another couple of metres.
Move across the face a little. And come through for Tony. I'm sure it was killed.
But you can see why Vinny put him on Naz. He just wants the moment.
Yeah.
He wants the challenge. He wants to elevate his game so quickly in his first year.
So Carroll for the Saints. Set it up beautifully. Beautifully weighted kick to Windhager. Windhager down the line. Spoiled at the back.
Geez, kid's been good today.
It's been very good, Lindsay. Now the Eagles with a bit of a run. Darting ball, and the mark taken by Baker.
West knows he's not getting the distance.
Yeah, he's standing on the 52-metre mark. He's going to sit it out for Jack Williams or Davis. Davis, good tackle. Worried out of it by Carroll and out of play.
Just can't get that connection going inside 50, can they, Dicko?
I love Dwayne Russell-isms. They're not in it, but they're not out of it.
You do feel like that. You do feel that's the game we've got. The Saints fans, you can feel in here, know it as well. Could be a lot further in front. Tom DeConey. Again, this could be the day for TDK. He could get a hold of them. Hasn't yet. Wilkie. Just can't get it past him. You've got to kick it to where Wilkie ain't.
Yeah, you've got to sacrifice one at the stoppage there to come back. Can't have Cal Wilkie just sitting there on his own, 20 metres out.
Clark.
Clark picking their way through them. Down the line nicely.
Sharman.
Set of hands when he's on Sharman.
You
What does he
was
do here?
about to
Can he
come
give it a
on.
good kick?
Makes it look like he went down.
Here
and
it
got it.
goes.
Hanging in middle.
Messiah.
Just outside the boot past Higgins.
And here's Higgins.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how Ryan handles the rest of the day, because another hit on that's going to be really sore, obviously. But just Naz, the class, up to 17 possessions. And just the outside of the boot. It's funny, I was watching him in the warm-up, and the outside of the boot, he did about 20 of those kicks, and each one of them hit the target, and just there again, bang.
We saw yesterday the game stops around one player, Scott Pendlebury, and Naz is the second. He can literally, he's like Neo off the Matrix. He's just, everything's moving so slow around him.
So Higgins put the ball on the ground. Let the seconds elapse. Picked it up. Different preparation. Same result.
Go the Saints!
Awesome. He's got 3.
luxury moves to have Naz just take the time as a forward leader, get the space jack, get in terms of his forward craft and finish the work. But just look how calm and collected he is, and we know why. He's just pure class.
But again, it goes back to West Coast going inside 50. They just don't have any connection at the moment. They're allowing Wilkie now to take intercept marks at will. And then we're seeing St Kilda, do a lot of coast-to-coast movement.
Saints with the last 3 goals. Jack Higgins has kicked 3. That's now 14 for the season.
Well, this is where you want to see St Kilda in terms of their recruitment drive over the summer. The expectations are high. They haven't won all 4 quarters this year in any game. So they don't want to
Messiah picks up the ball, has a bounce. Ryan, is that not a mark?
If he didn't want to fall over then Ryan, because he knew that was going to hurt, but it did hurt. Was that a pass?
Ryan back on the ground.
Either way, it looked amazing.
Oh, he landed on it again. Didn't believe it.
He did land on it in the goal screen. He just got back up.
I think he needs a pillow in the pants just to protect that one.
Hoff. Lindsay. Dark. Merrick made it look okay. Yo. Against the boundary. Waited. And gave it back again. Chip kick from Allen.
We're trying the best West Coast to turn this over.
They are. Philippo. Good dance inside.
Got his hill.
Hill. We had options at plenty. On the bounce, Sharman.
Here's Higgins.
Garcia. He put
There's
the
Hill.
on here. Garcia. Speedy Garcia
It's a
from
kick.
30. Bang.
Go the
Bang,
Saints.
bang, 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 bang. Florida Royal Saints.
Good call, Dwayne. Saints are on fire at the moment, so making the most of the opportunities, which they didn't in the first quarter. They're a little bit late, a little bit starting to punish West Coast on turnover now. You called it Moons, they needed something. They were a little bit fumbly, and the Saints just like a seagull on a hot chip jumped on it. Garcia runs in.
He had the handball there, but he said, you know what, I'm the lefty. I'm rolling around onto my favourite foot. I'm going to take this one on myself. And if you think of Maxwell's going, yep, great finish, son. If you missed it, would have gave it an absolute gospel.
Well, that's what the Saints can do. They've shown this year against some really good teams that they can punish you. So West Coast are feeling that at the moment here late in the second.
Williams won it down. It's straight
With the
to
clearance
Flanders
now.
for the Saints, who's going to
Here we
send it
go.
along again. It sails over the head of
There's
Dakota
Ryan.
and Jimmy. And clearing work from the Eagles.
Shit.
The kick. Young was beautifully weighted at Dersma.
Merrick.
So the Eagles stunned with a couple of quick goals in succession from the Saints. No mark there.
There's Wilkie.
Gathers. They gather him all up.
So now they're outnumbering down their Moons. So they are getting their spare. So it's over to West Coast to work out how they can counteract that with their forward craft.
Harley Reid handball, so that'll be Lasso free. Last possession. Harley Reid hasn't been able to
Here's
play
Hill.
the game just yet. Hasn't been able
Messiah.
to dominate. Bringing in Miller out wide to Howard now. He can wait for Caminetti or just go himself. Just goes himself. Lopes, hence the Windacre.
Liam Ryan's on his own inside 50. Does he want to have a jump here?
So,
Can he jump at the moment? The Coney.
Coney. Look at it. Sharman.
Everyone stopped. He just went.
What are they all stopping for?
That was weird. To Windhagen. He takes off.
Here's Liam.
So Ryan's.
Where's Ryan? Here's Ryan.
Front spot. Dersma hammers it away. So they're going to get it out of here. But it's coming back. Marshall's going to send it.
Marshall. Houston's over there.
Inside 50 he goes. Well, it's been like a crash test dummy today, Liam Ryan, as Taz Filippo has it from about 52.
Filippo.
You should drag it to the front and just crumb. Don't worry about flying, right? Just crumb the ball.
They're just dominating possession. Now St Kilda really got on top. Still the inside 50s, only +8 for the Saints, but their efficiency starting to come to the fore.
The post played all The matches this season so far.
Shit!
Injury last year. Still behind.
22 plus possessions above this quarter, so you're just starting to see the dominance for the Saints.
They'll navigate their way through this last minute and a half, but they don't.
Here comes Butler.
Floats it back in.
Oh shit!
So they can just
Turnover.
negotiate their way to half time and reset. Harley Reid's got a couple of beat. A little flick to the side, and here come Trevella. Harley get a ball in. Even Harley's dropped to number 2 on the AFL Good Reads guide. Murphy's got him covered at the moment over in the West, and there's an argument that Harley's not even the number 1 out of that draft now. Nick Watson's now the number 3 rated AFL player in the comp this year. He was picked 5 in that draft. Some of those drafted players in that year now trying to stamp their authority on the competition. Harley tried to break his way through there. Last opportunity. Kelly got 4
ball
around him, going nowhere. That is the game tactic.
What I will say with Reid, though, it's a lot easier to do it in better teams. He's a young man having to do it in a team that's been struggling.
They've submitted in the first half. Point forward by Wilson.
On the training, picks it up.
Garcia.
He was under pressure. Here comes Liam Ryan. Oh, he's just going to sock it off the ground. Where are all our Saints players? Siren's going to go.
In a hand with together. And then along the line from Marrick to Dersma with 30 seconds left to go. Dersma floating ball. Hill v. Baker.
Alright, so holding 3. Can we get one more before the siren?
And they're going to go to the other side.
Disappointed there, Baker. He had him in a one-on-one and just lost his footing.
So up the ground, Sharman, 15 seconds left on the clock.
Can they move it on? We've got 10 seconds left.
4-8 forward, Windhager, Sinclair, DeConing!
DeConing!
He'll get a shot goal on the siren.
This will be right after the siren.
Well, we spoke about St Kilda's ability just to work the ball either through the middle, go the fat side. And again, they just chipped it around nicely, waited till they needed to go, got their runners, and then the big ruckman just snuck inside 50.
All matches this season, you can see 1-4. It's not prolific in front of goal, Tom DeConing. Another one for the dagger to the heart for the Eagles. That's off the side of the boot and true for a behind. So after it was 19 at quarter time, the Saints with 4 goals in a row, with 2 of them being from Jack Higgins. And it is the Saints by 40, but as you mentioned, Cam,
40 points, half time.
In the last 10 minutes.
We lead 52 to 12.
50s in a half. I mean, you're looking at plus 60 obviously for a game. It's very hard to beat anyone.
Done well so far.
Particularly when you're a team down the bottom of the ladder. Their defensive work through the middle of the ground has really hurt them, West Coast. Saints, to their credit, they should be a hell of a lot further in front.
So,
7 goals, 10
overall,
so far. But you suspect...
Cannot wait for the second half.
Started to put the foot down there. Down, are you ready?
Yeah, down here with the zone, mate. Absolute superstar. Great first half. Looked like in our second quarter, you just put the foot down and went straight through the corridor.
Yeah, well, I guess our ball movement hasn't been great to start the first couple rounds of the year, but that's what we want to bring out. Yeah, excitement.
We just saw an attack in that first quarter. You got hit in the ribs, everything all right?
Yeah, just got winded. Just a little bit.
Were you surprised when the number 1 draft pick, William Dersma, came to you?
Yeah, sort of. Sort of been expecting that stuff, so have to work through it there.
Good luck for the second half, man.
Thank you very much, Eddie. I'm here with David Ziegler on the boundary. We saw an incredible incident that will certainly be highly discussed this week as part of the fallout from round 7. 18-minute mark of this term. The margin was 15 points. This is absolute madness. West Coast controlling the tempo of the game. They trail by 18 points. Goal umpire deemed this to be a point to the Saints. Point made at 26 to 10. Tom McCarthy takes the kick in. David, and what happens after that?
There is 50 seconds of play that goes on, Kel, and then there is the place, the quarter stop play. It's been brought back to the line. The arc is intervened in the centre. This was clearly a mark over the line. These are the angles we showed you. We are checking with the AFL if there are any other angles that have access to before making this call. So into the quite literally a line ball there. Brian Marshall then goes back, kicks the goal, but the umpire's made a clear and decisive call there. The Ark's still going to be top and overrule, but we know that the Ark has already been a bit of a source of frustration for Southgate. Essendon last week with Tom Edwards getting told, taking Tom Edwards off by the doctor and taking the concussion test there. So there's already been a bit of chat about it. Damien Hardwick was going on about the stand rule yesterday. Now that's a debacle. So they've got a fair bit to work through the AFL. We know they normally work through these things on a Monday, but that was 50 seconds. And then madness really just unfolded, and that's going to be the talk of the town here in Marvel Stadium and across the footy world, I'm sure.
And it's affected the momentum of the game, because after that, Marshall kicked one, Jack Higgins within a minute, and they've reeled off 4 consecutive goals since that incident. So it was a real momentum shifter. The Ark was brought in for the obvious calls, and now fans clearly here in Under the Closed Roof were livid and confused and booing exactly what happened. 50 seconds of play, quite extraordinary. So we will continue to follow this development throughout the course of this game and the remaining games of round 7, and still plenty of action to come. It is round 7 of the AFL. Next week, Carlton and St Kilda.
Hey Cam, you could say that future AFL stars are made by fans like us.
You totally could. This bloke does not miss.
Yui, official partner of footy fans. Belonging. It's everywhere. We all need it. When we have it, it's wonderful. And when we don't, we're lost. At Bethany, we think it's beautiful. Because nothing feels better than belonging.
G'day.
Hi.
Where you going?
Howdy.
Oh, special buy?
What?
You're doing a special buy?
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
It's like a buy.
Hey?
But, you know, it's special. It's a buy, but it's special. Special buy.
All right, mate. All right.
Isn't just built for today, it's built for all the days you call it home.
The job, the routine. Sometimes you want to get out. Way out. Where can crypto take you? Swiftex.
At Coles, footy fans can score more. Right now, you can play footy flips in the Coles app for a chance to win big. Jump onto the Coles app and tap to flip. Score 3 goals in a row for your chance to win $10, $15 or $20 off your next online shop over $50. Or go into the draw for the ultimate 2026 Toyota AFL Grand Final experience with tickets for 2, flights to the game and accommodation. Download the Coles app and score more this footy season at Coles.
Hungry Jack's Whopper just got a delicious makeover. Try the new Bistro Whopper with flame-grilled Aussie beef, Swiss cheese, grilled onions and peppercorn sauce. Or try the Bistro Jack's fried chicken. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Go Harvey Norman and get 10% in gift cards. Spend $500 or more on selected products and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. Temporary promotion bonus gift cards valid for 1 month only from date of issue. Hurry, must end Monday.
Upgrade your shave with Gillette Labs. The Flex Disc turns with your face for an unbeatably smooth finish. Gillette Labs, unbeatably smooth.
For top quality meals, you need premium cookware. You can get premium cookware for free by shopping at Woolies. Just scan your Everyday Rewards card and you'll earn 1 credit for every $20 you spend. Shop to upgrade yours for free.
Well, what a way way for West Coast Eagles premiership star Liam Ryan to introduce himself to his former teammates. Remember me, guys? He gets on the end of this passage of play and kicks the opening goal of the game. It's half-time here at Marvel. And St Kilda by 40 points, 7-2-52 to 1-6-12. After the Saints led by 19 points at quarter time. Jack Higgins has 3 goals along with Liam Ryan's goals and a couple of big bumps that he's had to wear as well. Ben Dixon and Eddie Betts, the Saints kicking 6 of their majors so far from their back line. So Ross Lyon will be pretty impressed with what he's seen so far.
He will be, because when they go inside 50, and especially from round 3, they've been the most efficient team, Eddie. And you can see the connection through the middle has been a little bit scratchy in recent weeks, but today they've actually found their fluency.
Yeah, it is, and we spoke about it up top, Nico. The fastest way home is straight through the middle. And when they got the ball into their good ball users, like Nazar, for example, they just move the ball pretty quick. And then it forces the West Coast defenders, they have to press. They have to press up, and then they just get the overlap.
If you keep the ball rolling, Cullen, you keep your handball over that run going, you've got to keep defending if you're West Coast. And if it's rolling, your defence has to roll. And we found a number of times that Jack Higgins is over the back and all the forwards have had free space. And it's an impossible thing to defend when you move at that speed. And the Saints have been outstanding in that in the first half.
Okay, Josh Lindsay, the young West Coast Eagles players had 20 disposals. He's so impressive. And on the flip side, Naz has had 20 disposals. Eddie, what is the Naz's 20? How are they different to every other player in the comp?
Oh, it's just his disposal with foot. And you see, once he gets the ball, he runs, he carries. But if someone's on the inside, he just takes that other step, kicks it on the side of his boot, and hits that target. Like a Nick Bagos type where he gets that ball and he hits targets off the side of his boot. But his run, carry, he puts speed on the ball. He's an absolute star. But in saying that, William Guzman's run William, he's done a great job.
I love the fact Minnie put him on right from the get-go. We're going to fast-track these kids at West Coast and give them every opportunity to succeed. Well, I tell you, put him on the best player in the game, or one of the best players in the game. He's going to fast-forward 10 years of experience. And Naz doesn't need a lot of time and space. Either does Willem Dersma in his first year. So I think it's great for Naz in his first half, 20 effective disposals, but everything he touches turns to goal.
And he started in the centre bounce there, and in that second quarter he went off at the half-back flank and was just shooting straight through. So, yeah.
Don't think Willem would have tagged too much in his junior year, so a new role for him this afternoon. It is the Saints by 40 points. We'll introduce David Zeta back in a moment after this with the latest from the news, including Max King making his long-awaited comeback in the VFL today.
AV3, car of the year. Just get in the...
Start charging.
Of course, you just do it automatically. Show off.
Kia, movement that inspires. Belonging. It's everywhere. We all need it. When we have it, it's wonderful. And when we don't, we're lost. At Bethany, we think it's beautiful. Because nothing feels better than belonging. Everyday life doesn't have to be every day at all. The Isuzu MU-X SUV is equal parts style and safety. Love how you live in the Isuzu MU-X.
The working life. You wake up, you work, you get paid. You wake up, you work, you get paid. Until one day, you wake up to a whole new rhythm and still get paid. Where Super helps you find your rhythm of retirement. That's super helpful.
Go Harvey Norman and get 10% in gift cards. Spend $500 or more on selected products and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. Temporary promotion bonus gift cards valid for 1 month only from date of issue. Hurry, must end Monday.
Coles, footy fans can score more. Right now, you can play footy flips in the Coles app for a chance to win big. Jump onto the Coles app and tap to flip. Score 3 goals in a row for your chance to win $10, $15 or $20 off your next online shop over $50. Or go into the draw for the ultimate 2026 Toyota AFL Grand Final experience. Get tickets for 2, tickets to the game and accommodation. Download the Coles app and score more this footy season at Coles.
Get Macca's delivered for just 99 cents, whether you're staying up late or making a day of it. No matter the moment. Order now, only on the My Macca's app.
Switch to Colgate Sensitive Pro Relief Active Repair Toothpaste $6.50 at Chemist Warehouse. The clinically proven Pro Argent technology seals and repairs sensitive teeth for instant and lasting pain relief. New look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
Alright.
Don't tell me you put your card details in there. I think that's a scam site. Don't worry. I've just locked everything down.
Just think of the things you could do.
We're not you, but when it comes to protecting your money with SafeBlock, we can be your W.
St Kilda Footy Club chasing its first home win of season 2026.
So after the second quarter, so Zai Wagley Miller 42 fantasy points, Ron Marshall 40 points, Edwin Hager 38, Jay Carroll 32, Joe Silvani 30, Cooper Shannon 29, Brad Hill 27,
Here's Max King.
H. Garcia, Jay Higgins 27, Dawson Wills 26, D. Howard 24, Tom Green 22, Jason Bird 20, Tim Glenn 20, Tom Wilson 19, and Wood 18, and Moore 15. Dan Butler and Philippo M. Owens 9, H. Clark 8, Ryan 5, A. Committee 1. So Nazar 10 disposals, 8 kicks, 2 handballs, 3 marks, 1 tackle. Ron Marshall 1 goal for the second quarter, 7 disposals, 4 kicks, 3 handballs, 2 marks, 1 tackle, 4 hit outs. Edwin Hager 8 disposals, 4 kicks, 4 handballs, 6 marks. Joe Carroll 4 disposals, 4 kicks, 4 marks, 2 tackles. Joseph Varney got 5 disposals, 4 kicks, 1 handball, 4 marks, 1 tackle. Chris Sharman 7 disposals, 4 kicks, 3 handballs, 4 marks
Belonging.
as well.
It's everywhere. We all need it.
Some Braid Hill 7 disposals, 5 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark, 1 tackle. Hugh Garcia 9 disposals, 3 kicks, 6 handballs. Joe Higgins 3 disposals, 2.
We think it's beautiful. Because nothing feels
Got 2 kicks, 1 handball, 1 mark, 1 tackle, 2 goals. Darcy Wilson 8 disposals, 3 kicks, 5 handballs, 1 mark, 1 tackle. D. Howard 5 disposals, 5 kicks, 4 marks. Tom Koenig 4 disposals, 2 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark. D. Sinclair got 5 disposals, 4 kicks, 1 handball, 2 marks.
Whether you're staying up late or making a day of it. No matter the moment. Order now, only
So
on
then Simple Ender 7 disposals, 3 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark.
Imagine a home that's perfectly suited.
C. Wilkie, he got 3 disposals, 3 kicks,
Any way you like.
2 marks, 1 tackle. Mason Wood 3 disposals, 3 kicks, 3 marks. M. Hall got 3 disposals, 2 kicks, 1 handball, 1 mark, 1 tackle.
With adaptable designs.
Dan Butler, he got 2 disposals, 1 kick, 1 handball, 1 mark. Mitch Owens, 1 disposal, 1 handball, 1 mark, 1 tackle. Hunter Clark got 2 disposals, 1 kick, 1 handball, 1 mark. One
fans can score more.
one
Right now, you can play
disposal,
40
one
flips in the
kick for
Coles
the
app
quarter
for a
for
chance to win
Lemon,
big.
and
Jump
only
onto
one
the Coles
tackle
app
for
and
a
tap
community.
to flip.
So
Score 3 goals in a row for your chance to win.
So that's after the,
$20 off your next online shop over $50. Or go into the draw for the ultimate 2026
So that's
Toyota
after the,
AFL Grand Final experience with tickets to
second
2
quarter.
flights to the game and accommodation.
We're only
Download the
2
Coles
minutes
app
away
and score
till
more
we
this footy season.
head for the
At
second
Coles.
half.
Hey man.
So
on your mind?
Well, since we started delivering Audi special buys, I just don't really get excited about delivering.
now, this is the last live stream for the next 2 weeks.
For 100 years, we've built tools.
Because I've got a bowling tournament next weekend, so this is the last live stream reaction for the week and for, well, pretty much the 2 weeks. So I'll be having the week off next week from doing live streams. So it'll be Carlton versus St Kilda on Saturday night. So there'll be no live stream on that. Next, round 9, Gold Coast Suns versus the Gold Coast Suns versus St Kilda. I may think about doing a live stream then. We'll be up against Jasper's Gold Coast Suns. So hopefully, hopefully one of them can defy the match fixing. Hopefully St Kilda can defy the match fixing, although it's been played in Darwin. But playing Darwin footy is kind of like the humidity that pretty much can, well, fuck you over recently. But the matter of circumstances is about getting the win. So
40 points at half time after it was 19 at quarter time.
we'll probably have a tough run.
In front of their home crowds this season.
So we win this game today and we win next week.
Yeah, they do, Hilly.
And then we've got a tough run at the Darwin. So
right now, Waterman's been well held.
It's going to be interesting. So
Williams just haven't quite got the
we lead by 40 points. So far, so good. So we're underway.
Dispossessed, Williams threw himself on the ground on hands and knees, got it to Reed. Flick hand pass from Yo. A kick from Dersma, penetrating kick towards Waterman, scored by Silvani and out.
Even though I need some nice lead-up options there, Dersma. Just needed to lower his eyes a bit and just hit a nice little target early.
So this time it's Jack Williams with DeConing with an authoritative tap, scooped out by Hill. Flanders eventually has it to Windhager. They can flick it outside, defensive 50. Pretty well, although Bailey J said himself, and that's a good strong mark from Williams.
This is where they should be smart, you can be patient. Don't want to kick it down Mookie's throat. Sits it high for maybe the Waterman jump or the Shanahan.
Oh shit!
Of course, it's Shanahan's who's got to take the big grab. Well, he's threatened a few times today. A couple of them haven't been able to get there, but we saw him a few weeks ago take that game-saving mark down back. That is as good as tested mark as you'll get, Dicko. Absolutely. A good challenge for West Coast. St Kilda haven't won a third quarter all year. So win this quarter. Give them something to chase. Game 16 for their rising start.
Oh shit!
We said we can bomb the ball, but you don't want to bomb it down Cal Wilkie's throat. Well, how do you kick it down Joe Shanahan's throat? Because that was a strong set of hands in a contested mark. They haven't taken a lot down there because they're very mindful of their defenders in St Kilda taking the intercept marks. You can see that. You're knocking TDK out as well. Just a strong mark, great confidence, and a terrific finish in the end, Moons. And that's the confidence you want from your young players to come into in the third quarter when it wasn't their first half. Geez, you'd be replaying that to him all week long. Say, this is what you can do, son. That is fantastic, mark. For a young man in his 16th game to take a big contested grab over a run like that.
Well, after the West Coast were goalless in the first quarter, Reed kicked their first goal in the second. That's a quick start after 90 seconds in the third, and they can send it back in again. Yo with a searching football. Shanahan couldn't quite complete it this time. Now Wilson received it from Carroll. So they massage it around defensive 50.
In the quarters.
Sinclair sends it outside. Beautifully weighted kick to Wood. So Wood wheels and goes. Sends it down the line. Saints with some numbers at the crumbs. McCarthy. Duggan. Dersman. Reed. Worried out of it by Wood. Gets the football back. Round the body he goes. Bouncing ball. Precarious ball. Sinclair gathered neatly. And back to Wood, and the Saints can build.
Here's Hill. Here's from Flanders. Handball. Butler. There's a hunch from the pressure. Hill. Bullshit!
So Murdoch can go. They've got the corridor free. Waterman. This looks great. Champion has a run. He might get it back for the 1-2. Baker ignores him. He goes for the short pass instead. To the chance for Champion with a knock on. Got into some space. Wilson did well, the kid. Did brilliantly, the kid. Turned inside and flicked it away. Davis. That could be inspirational. Can they finish it? Baker. Finish the deal. Finish the deal.
Shit.
The man who owes him go. You would think he'd take his 30 seconds here.
Oh, go and run around, Champion. Take 32, Dwayne.
Do not snap raw, Elliot.
Yeah, he had a nice little spot there. Was that a throw from Champion, or did he get a little bit of handball on it?
He got a little, I reckon he's a throw, to be honest, but there's great pressure by him down here.
It was awesome. Oh no, he got a hand to it. Like he got a hand to it. But it was just great play, great pressure, and build up. They put the Saints, as soon as they turned the ball over, under pressure, which was they flipped the script from the first half.
You saw Yo take a couple of deep breaths. Spectacular.
Shit.
2 in a row. Eagles, inspirational from a couple of their kids.
This third quarter voodoo might be a thing, Dicko. Who would know? But have a look at the Harvey Norman replay here. Just the pressure and the work from young Champion here. Gets knocked over, but somehow the ball comes back into his hand. Gets around now. It's debatable whether that was a handball or a throw. But this work here, just a beautiful kid. Took his time, did not panic Baker. And that was a great finish from Yo in the end. Boy, didn't he need to give it back. And that's why you need a sprinkle of experience in each line, especially when you're rebuilding the football club. So the likes of the Bakers of the world, they come in and they just hold their head, gets it to Yo, another experienced campaigner, and they get their second in a row.
A lot of football still ahead. DeConey let it down. Dersman was there on the spot. He was taken. And taken high. So
Bullshit!
Forward entry here.
That's bullshit. How is that high? You can't even see it.
Strong to Waterman. He couldn't quite complete it. Property should have taken. Silvani to Carroll. They jump all over him.
Shit!
So who gets the free here?
Well, if you're a forward, you grab the ball. Is it seniority?
Bullshit! It's match
That just shows
fixing.
you exactly what the switch has been in this third quarter. Look at this. Waterman would have taken that 9 times out of 10, doesn't? 3, 4. Look at this. 5 on 1. Bang. That's the pressure you want in your front half, and you want to start this second half. Young Shanahan, this is going to be a fantastic start with this quarter.
So Joe Shanahan.
Even Rossi knows, God, this hoodoo.
Kicked the first goal in 90 seconds in the third term. And this to make the Saints think about it a little bit. He stabs at it.
Very lucky he missed that. Henry Dillon.
He stabbed at it. What he did, really. Stabbed at it. But the signs are
Sinclair.
very good here from West Coast. The way they've started this third quarter, the pressure's been up, their attack, they're trying to outnumber St Kilda, which is putting them on the back foot.
Sinclair, the fans here know the Eagles have got something cooking at the moment. Wide ball, undercutting, can't do anything with it. Do something with it now. Had to give it to him. Bounce it. Sharman's direction. He corralled it, got it, gave it. Flanders down the spine to stop this rock. Garcia flicks it out. Carroll. He's got Ryan.
Here's Ryan!
to Sharman in the middle of the ground. Had a horrible bounce.
So, Liam Ryan.
And then a nice little pick up and give.
So far.
Big tick to Sharman there through the middle. Still hobbling a little.
I don't know if he's got the comfortable position,
so
but
interesting to see how much power he's got through it.
1 goal so far, but he's kicked 2 behind.
Hush.
This for his 2nd goal, and our first for the 3rd term.
Walk-in approach. Settle the nerves. That'll work its way back. Magnificently.
Go the Saints!
Superstar Eagle turned Saint.
What a beautiful finish. He's been in the wars.
Got his 2nd.
Left body. 1 in the 2nd, actually 2 in the 2nd, so certainly done well to come back out on the field. Did go in the dugout, he's come back out. You can see that lateral lead. He's always going to trouble a defender. Great space to work in too. Bit slow to get up, so he should have been, but that is smooth. That is pure.
Did he lean back on that beautifully?
We always talk about not leaning back on your kick, but that was sensational. Give him a bit of a spider celebration there. Really is it marble?
Then Suarez.
2 goals, 2 for Liam Ryan. Saints with the steadier. Williams gets up so high.
Here's Butler.
Garcia. Butler. Is he being
Is that not even a free kick?
Did well not to infringe. Hewitt. Murdoch wants to go on with it urgently, so he does. Hewitt's kick was smothered by Hill, then he just backs it forward, progresses it forward inside 50, about 30 metres. Shanahan trying to wrestle the ball away. Hill's hemmed in.
Keep it in now.
A dangerous kick, and in the end, it probably saved him that it's a boundary throw-in.
I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew he was going to run out because this is going to be the most dangerous kick in the world. I'll just step out before I do it. We've seen West Coast a couple of times going inside 50, just punch it into grass. They know if they get it on the ground ball, they give themselves a chance at scoring.
Back into play. The crowd know a game's broken out here. Little toe poke from Baker didn't quite make it in. Good. Clark. Clark goes to the boundary, heads out wide. Lift from Caminiti over the back.
Here's Owens.
Has a little run.
Come on, Owens.
Looks inside. He's got the runners. Philippo.
Who's running out of room?
Got the handle back out again. Good attack from Wilson. Then he left it behind. And now the Eagles on the rebound. Bullshit. Flicks it.
What the heck? Andrew Dillon. Andrew Dillon.
Spins out of it.
Andrew Dillon.
To Marek. It opens up for the slipper kick inside 50. Missed his time.
Well, lucky was turned over, Andrew Dillon.
Out wide. Release the pressure.
Bouncing ball. Who's going to take control of the ball? That's ball. Cut out anyway.
Yo, spear pass.
Oh shit!
Got someone on the fat side if he wants him. I reckon he nailed it, Diane. This is right. His wheelhouse. There's distance. But see how good they were under pressure. They just thought their way through it. Had the numbers, moons. Had the shape they wanted coming out of that contest. Well, then protecting the ball. And the ball is coming out of the defensive 50 well.
Victorian back home. Family in the house. Sends it long. Post.
Hits the post anyway. Lucky it was a miss.
They're peppering. And that's the main thing. They're certainly peppering.
If the pressure, they get at them and turn it
There's
over.
Wilkie. So it's not a good kick under pressure.
Oh shit.
Shanahan just did enough.
Get that.
That's almost perceived pressure now. You can see the Saints defence under a bit of heat.
Duff Tightler. Straight towards full forward. Shanahan had a bite of the
Saints get it over to the other end.
Uphill, that's not 15.
He's hanging off 15,
Has
so
to get on with it. And then he pummels it towards Jindy. Caminiti having a battle royale.
shit.
Set up so well.
Goes corridor.
Oh shit.
Kelly.
Don't get you. Why are you doing this to me, Andrew Dillon? How many times do you want to read games?
So Kelly sizes up the situation. Shanahan in the middle. Couldn't quite. Williams flicks it back.
Oh shit!
And Baker slams it through.
Bullshit!
Well, you go back to Jimmy. We've spoken about his one-on-one work today. He's one of the best in the business. But the way that West Coast have set up that wall, They've just kept putting that ball back inside 50 this quarter, and they're giving themselves a chance to go.
Giving themselves more of a chance. They've just got nowhere to work, the Saints. You see a long bomb out, Timby one-on-one, hard to be beaten. Kelly gets this one in once again. They just force a contest. Look at the numbers, 3-on-1.
10 inside 50s to 2. Playing the game in their half. And this is what happens. Even when you're down the bottom of the ladder, this is what can happen if you play it in your half. You put enormous pressure on the opposition.
Well, the Saints, in terms of their transition, they've had 0.
Well, I know
9 defensive changes.
the Eagles actually do play Richmond next week, so although we need to win, or we've got a clearance, although we do need to win, Sharman. Well, we do need to win today, but as much as the Eagles are playing good footy in this quarter, this is possibly a step up when they play Richmond next week at home. So it's basically both sides playing good footy. But now, Sharman has to put this through.
It's extraordinary. Any part of the foot, we just
Can you put it through though?
Make it in any part of it.
Hasn't kicked the goal yet.
Game changer, isn't it? Struts in. Fans will let you know.
Go the Saints!
That's what you get when you put Naz in the middle. You know, time and time again, you showed what he can do and how he can influence a game. Look at him at the centre bounce, one-on-one. Harley Reid just loses his way a little bit there. Harley sucked into the contest, the 1 metre rule. He only needs a metre and he got 4. So he was always going to hit a target.
Can't explain just how hard that kick is without it actually coming off the side of your boot and going on the ground. It's ridiculous amount of speed with pressure on you.
One-two with the Sharman, which goes 3 goals to 2 in this third quarter. The 32 points.
So here's our clearance.
All over on it. Garcia throws it on the boot.
Here's Sharman!
So,
can we find a target? Who's Ryan? We've got a whistle here. Oh, here we go. Free kick to Ryan.
That was the furthest umpire that made that call.
So,
yeah, in some ways maybe the most experienced as well. We do have 9 games.
this is for Liam Ryan's third goal.
Umpiring the weekend. Sometimes the most experienced guy sees it best.
For his third goal.
What do you think, Wayne? Well, I'd like to see a
2
replay.
goals, 2 behinds. Can you put him through his third?
So
Go the Saints! He's got 3.
Well, we know what a superstar he was over in the West. Premiership player. Never forget that play.
Kicking away here now.
Final. Have a look at some of the hangers here. Look at this one. That one's one of the great marks you'll ever see. Poor old Maxie.
If you're a kid at home, go to the backyard, now we're cracking a few of these. This is outstanding.
Did you give him the name? Flying Ryan, Todd?
It's just a delight to come and watch some of the high-marking exponents in the game at the moment.
Well, I know how to fire him up before next week's game. Just knee him in the buttock.
He did look like he was going to come back on too in that first half, but he must have got a little bit of medicine in that hip, and now he's back on looking good.
Tell you what, watching that replay, I'm not sure if it was there.
One in the air. Marshall, Duff Titler, Hall, guess who? Weighing in the middle, out wide towards Owens.
Here is Owens. On the clearance. Clearance from the centre, and now Owens.
Advantage.
The advantage will protect the drop zone. And he
So,
puts it right there with the bow on it.
Cameraman's in pain in the arse.
He's Naz. He's a player.
But,
Crazy good.
Yes.
for a set shot.
Owens.
Okay, so if we get a mark here.
Marshall in the middle of it. Cameron
Yeah.
in the middle of it.
Oh shit!
Umpire told him to keep going. He did go. Butler. He's been serving it. Goes towards Naz. Owens. Ryan.
Owens. Go the Saints!
Owens. Has he tipped fingertips on the way through? I think
Hang on.
He does.
Only behind.
Definitely the West Coast players. Yeah.
So can we just trust his honesty here? He's throwing his head back as if to say, no, that was touched.
He should run down and say, don't worry about it, it was touched. Let's just review it.
Bullshit!
Good call.
How on earth did that get touched?
Wouldn't have walked if it was a nick.
Looking at this angle, we can see the ball is touched by the West Coast defender. The ball crossing the back of the goal. Digital scoreboards.
I'm just watching Dersman here. He's down on all haunches. He's limping. He's not looking great. Harley Reid's trying to get someone off to get back on.
Lindsay. Short to Hoff. Lindsay. Some K's. Davis. Short into the middle. Just over-clubbed it a little.
Great attack.
Now it's Duggan. Skies one.
Marshall.
And Marshall just a glance on mine, take it on the chest. So now the Saints can build off this on the rebound. Woods set it up for Carroll, and then he has to get the
Handball on Clark.
Well,
What does Clark do? Oh, that's a handball turnover. Shit. He's already out of room. There's nowhere to handball it to.
Right, if he just wants to pop it over. Heads out wide. No arm chop, yes. Arm chop.
Bullshit!
Starting to turn again a little. Duff Titler pushed into the ruck, the 18-year-old. Got a huge
There's no arm chop on that.
He's played a little bit of everywhere today. Forward, back, mid. All Australian under 18 centre half forward. Victorian from Wood End and Kilda. Some of the few
Bullshit.
friends and family in the house. He's definitely going to be a player. Just great discipline from West Coast. They turn the ball over, they hit the lead-up kick, they don't bomb it straight back in. Now they get their opportunity once again.
Fucking disgraceful umpire.
He knows how big this is. You can see it written on his face. That's the good part.
Very lucky it hit the post, Andrew Dillon.
They're going to be okay. It's the post, not this time. They do, Dwayne. If they stay together and they start seeing results. Well, they want to buy a membership. Yeah. Put it that way. Very quick. This will turn around very quick.
Kicks it to Silvano.
I'd just say yes.
Kick.
Little butt towards Wilkie. Almost cut off by Baker. Miller, he wants the ball back. He was being held.
Baker knew it too. That was a great professional free. Oh no, 50. Yeah, for the professional free kick because he held him.
Wilkie's got the ball.
I just saw a free kick on the spot.
Yeah, it's 50, isn't it?
After the second quarter, I'm not 100% sure.
And isn't it a downfield from where he handballed it to, which was one metre in front of him?
So
50-metre penalty. Okay.
A few deep breaths.
So that will mean that Zywagner Miller can have a shot on goal. No. He kicks it.
Set it up for
Hall.
So apparently they brought in the professional free kick a couple of years ago, but we don't see it very often. I think we've all forgotten about it. I thought it was a cold case, but anyway.
So Max Hall this afternoon, 6 touches. A little bit on the quiet side. 23-year-old, his 3rd season at St Kilda, taken in the mid-season draft of 2024.
Next ball. Put it through.
Go
the Saints!
Perfect. You certainly like that pocket moves. They've kicked a few from that pocket. They finally get themselves back in front for the quarter. West Coast had it by 2 points. And they get 4 goals, 1 and 3-3. Seeing Naz here, he's just waiting for his opportunity. He can put it on a dime. You just got to get there. You see all the space to lead him. Open it up as a forward sacrifice. 3 on 1. In between 3 players. 3 on 1. And he's landed it right in the baked bean tin. What you've got to think now is you're a St Kilda forward going into the future. Just make sure you work your backside off and get into some space. Because he is going to find you. 100%. Called the baked bean tin. You've got to aim small, miss small. Saints began the day 13th, 2 wins, 4 losses. They'll join the teams 3 and 4 if they get this job done. Maybe be inside the top 10 as Williams sends it along. Rookie with some poise, as always. Just float it over the top to Wood. Saints fans have been patient.
Offside's been telling the world they're playing better footy.
They've looked really good on some transition today. Certainly that'll give confidence to the Saints supporters. When they've moved it, it's been very efficient.
How's that play on?
To Howard to Wilkie.
See if they can come around again, Dwayne.
There's been two different Eagles teams as well. The ones that have beaten North Melbourne and Port.
He's like moving backwards.
Lost to Sydney by 128 points. So you don't necessarily know which Eagles you're going to get in this growth year.
Clark looks at moving ahead of the contest. Wood trying to scrap it away from Davis, and then it was stolen by Wanganeen Miller. Tunnel ball back to Duggan, who handballs it to himself.
We're going to turn over. Here we go, Sam Flanders.
So Wilson gets it
Now to Hill.
Explodes through the centre. Then the long ball. No mark taken by Marshall. Good fist away. Balls to the
Here's Higgins.
Higgins scooped it up.
Here we go, Mark.
And then Marshall's clever little tap. Windhager.
There you go. Go the Saints!
First goal of the year. He doesn't kick that many, but he celebrates.
That's just the polish, isn't it? West Coast, every opportunity to go forward inside 50. They're outnumbered. Just one
50 points.
One skill error off half-back, and the Saints make the play. Lovely of this from Marshall. A great contest there. And then just see a little front square. Ball bobbles around there. Centre midfield. What's his tap? That's the one there. Just gets it out to Windhager. Finishes it off nicely. We talk about the learning curve for the Eagles. If they have the run of play, they're not so polished. They probably score.
Well, this is done to the percentage boost of the environment now.
That's exactly what happened. Right, means that was a great tap. Marshall, they took out the spare
So
one.
we'll go above 100.
Gave him all the room in the world to get his first goal of the year.
They can smell some blood here. The Saints smell some percentage. They finish this strong. DeConey tried to tell it off the deck. Couldn't quite. Wilson caught by Dersma, but he flicked it back.
Okay. So another clearance. Here comes
Randall
Paul.
Good tackle. Played by McCarthy.
Tell you how good their transition's been today. The back half changed for the Saints. 58 points with West Coast 8.
Harley Reid. Yo. Kelly. Wilkie. Doesn't mark one for a change. Knock out towards Carroll by Howard. Clark. Carroll. Sat that for Dersma to go and get it. Nice use of the body and the hands.
19 disposals off the Dersma. That's an aggressive kick. Come off.
He wants to cut it off.
Oh, yeah.
Ron Marshall.
Marshall's going to prop it up towards centre half.
Here we go. Here goes Hill.
And then the little chip towards the square.
And go the Saints!
And kicks it into the third level of Barble. That is authoritative.
Well, again, you're
56 points.
They always are going to feel you like that. We saw it their last goal. Bad handball through the middle of the ground, goes down the other end. And then again, Dersma loved his game today. He loved that possession back, kicking inside to the middle of the ground where the big fella takes a set mark. Just off one step moves. Yeah. If you're going to get that one low and hard into the corridor to hit your teammate, you can't do it off one step. This is a nice mark here. Bang.
What the hell? Fuck's sake. Fucking Telstra's fucking bullshit. I hope they go bankrupt soon, honestly.
Three lines. Each line told the world, you're going okay.
Alright, so...
Going okay now, alright.
Oh shit, clearance glitch.
Chip kick towards the top of the square. And again, Wilkie.
Lucky Wilkin Mark. You're very lucky. It was a mark, Telstra.
Brilliant bound, you would think.
There's a handful of guys who just read the ball.
Alright.
So much better than everyone else, and he sits right at the top of the tree.
Carroll.
Use Carroll. It's a bounce.
Spears it down
It's a
the
kick.
line. Hill. Use of the body. Flipped away from him. Josh Lindsay, who's
So can we man up
played
and
his role in keeping the Eagles
get a clearance here?
in this contest, if you can call it that, at 89 to 33 in the shadows of the three-quarter time.
24 possessions, 17 kicks. He's running at 94% of his kicking efficiency, Josh. So he is really just showing West Coast people what he is capable of over the next 15 years.
St have kicked 5 goals in a row. The last 4 goals of the second term. Wilson and Ball working along the wing. Ball wanted a free kick. Wilson's kick inside 50. Shallow entry and all on his own, virtually young. So he can swing it out to the outer side.
Shit!
Puts it up for Allen, who attacks it hard. Caught it well, it has a couple of bounces. Thinks about a third. Moves it on. Hoff hoiks it towards Shanahan. No mark.
That was lucky though.
Carroll. Higgins into a tight spot. Back to Carroll. Deflects off his boot. Higgins in fringe gets a free.
He's that close to the goal. It's a wonder he doesn't have a snap.
But did you see Cal Wilkie in that contest?
Higgins gets a good kick outside the 50. Holding the man. How's there no holding free there?
Champion inside. Murdoch. For some late joy. Winds up. It's wide.
Get the fist.
The fist of Caminiti.
Got the fist.
A bit of a wasted opportunity there. Top of the goal square would have been probably the kick. Get it to the pocket with all their tools in defence.
Marshall. Williams patted down to Garcia, who exits quickly.
McCone gets a fist. No, that's not the right fist to do that.
And now it's Murdoch and Lindsay waxing in the middle of the ground. Lindsay right down the spine to BJ Williams.
Bullshit!
Got a nice set of hands moves, hasn't he? As soon as he gets in front, he's hard to please.
We spoke about how big he is. He is a man mountain, Williams. But again, Josh Lindsay, I'm going to talk about him a lot. He'll play 300 games for you. He's going to be a star for the club. Beautiful hitter.
Look at his hands. They're like clipboards on that football. Look at him.
His 8th year as an Eagle. He lopes in.
Lucky he missed.
Lopes too much.
Well, they have left plenty of goals in the bag, haven't they, West Coast? They've had their opportunities.
Keep it. That's a nice moment as well. Down the spine, Silvani.
Oh, what the hell? What was he doing kicking it? Now it was bloody smothered.
The end of Dersman's good work to put his body and soul in that contest.
Yeah, that's the little things you don't see with Dersman. His defensive pressure today, his 1%ers, that little smother there.
Throw.
Bullshit! How's that a throw?
Try there for Marshall. He wants to have a big long crack at this. Go to barrel. Pulls the kick late to the pocket, and there's all Saints out there. In fact, Butler got a push in his attempt.
Got a push for the St Kilda ball.
Contest when he got the push.
Alright.
With the level of the law, that's a free kick.
Who was he kicking to though? There was absolutely no one there.
Yeah, I think they were going to lead and they stopped leading.
What's Butler do?
He'd already started
I
kicking.
don't know why he's kicking it over there.
Big diffusing fist from Jimby. So what's the instruction at 3/4 time here, lads, from Ross? Is it full throttle in the last quarter? Just try and win as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, never take your foot off their throat. This year, believe it or not, their first 4 weeks, they were leading at half time and got steamrolled, except for the Giants game where they were 40 up and only won by 4, so they need a kill.
The percentage will always play a big part at the end of the season.
No.
Garcia down the line.
Here we go. Here's Nazar. Come on, Nazar. Oh my god, he's messed the ball up.
That's how good he is. Owens hemmed in. He gets
And we still have it anyway. Here's Hall. Higgins. Go the Saints!
Jack Higgins. Exciting stuff from the Saints.
Great call, Ellie. Great call.
Did you run and have him?
But you know, he only needs he was running down the straight and flags in there.
Kick. Here you go.
Jack Higgins has got 4 goals.
A new move from Naz. He thought, oh, hang on, I'll try and flick this around the corner. But once again, they just find their way. And then Higgins. If anyone in the league from the pockets under pressure, he'd be in your top 3.
Do you know what? To his credit, you hear about all the hard work that he has done over the years with his goal kicking, Hugo.
and he does plenty of snap work, week in and week in, year in and year out, and that is why, when he gets in those opportunities, he does not miss.
Well, he also didn't like the nickname that he had when he was not slotting goals. He didn't like Missy Higgins. Well, he didn't like it. He did.
Shit!
Do something about it.
He didn't cross the line.
Pulls the kick late, and that's a drill kick to a guy who's also been missing a little of late. Jake Waterman. Maybe he can cast his mind back to one of the greatest Eagle number 2s of all time, Mark Lacroix, who kicked 12-2 here many a year ago.
That's the connection they've really missed today. It's a nice spearing kick. We saw Lindsay do it not long ago. Just for another one there. Haven't seen enough of it, unfortunately.
Was kicked behind 11-20 this year, Jake Waterman. That'll look all right.
Oh, shit.
And from the west, he's back in town. Three-quarter time, Marvel Stadium on your Sunday ticket. Great to have your company. As Anzac Appeal round continues, the Saints can spell a big victory here. 14-11-95 for the Eagles. 5-10-40. Quarter of play left. Don't go anywhere.
Belonging. It's everywhere. We all need it. When we have it, it's wonderful. And when we don't, we're lost. At Bethany, we think it's beautiful. Because nothing feels better than belonging.
No matter how intense it gets, Rexona won't ever let you down. Rexona, Australia's #1 antiperspirant.
AFL highlights presented by Toyota.
To go. Penetrating ball. Elliott! 202 centimetres, Ben Mackay. It deserves a goal. It has to go through after that. And it does. The bloodthirsty dark bricks.
It's fast, black, and hard-hitting.
This is Motor Racing 360, motorsport from every angle. A brand new show
Every Wednesday.
News, opinions, debate.
We're going to have fun. Nothing's off limits. We're going to fire up. Keller heads and bottoms make rules.
How good skate you off the leash?
Motor Racing 360 on KO Sports.
It has been a pleasure banking with you all today. The Coast Guard Bandit is linked to over 40 robberies. Oh, that man.
won a third term heading into this quarter so far this year, and they have responded to Ross Lyon's words at half-time and just produced their highest scoring quarter of the year with 7 goals won to take a 55-point lead at three-quarter time against the Eagles. 14-11-95 to 5-10-40. Any bets? The Eagles' 2 wins this year have been significant fight-backs. 30 points down against North and they won. 29 points down against Port Adelaide and they won by 2. And they kicked the first couple after half-time. We thought the comeback was on. Enter one man.
That man right there on screen right now, Messiah weighing in. When the pressure was on, the next centre bounce, it came straight to Marshall, straight to him, and he could do anything with this kick inside 50. If you're forward, you're licking your lips, and that side, that kick outside the boot is a hard kick to take, but only Messiah weighing in, Nick Dacos can do stuff like that. So when the game's in the balance and the pressure is coming, give it to that man right there because he will use it.
He's the highest scoring player on the ground by a country mile. 26 disposals, 10 score involvements, 7 inside 50s, and almost a Michael Jordan around the back.
He was running too fast for the ball. It bounced back up. They got a goal out of that day. Jackie Higgins kicked that goal.
He is putting on a show, boys. Back upstairs to you.
Yeah, he certainly is. He certainly took the game by the scruff of the neck in that corner, Dicko. Just when West Coast looked like they might have got something going. As Eddie and Kel said, it was that man Naz who just took it away from them. Some of his best CSP work we've seen.
Can we explain that for those that
Centre square bounce. That's what we're entering here. You can see Len Ryan, a little bit of a limp. For those who just tuned in, he's had 4 corkies in the left buttock. Bit of Forrest Gump, got one in the buttock, but he's come through on the other side. If you look at the Phillies boots here, Hugo, with a couple later, I reckon, in this quarter.
All right, last quarter.
6 by 19 at quarter time, 40 at half time, 55 at three-quarter time as we get the final quarter underway.
We're underway.
Wanganeen Miller had tried to do something clever. Williams was there on the spot though.
There we get ourselves
Garcia tried to
a
flick it back to Wanganeen Miller. Wood got
to
the football. Sinclair. Out to Carroll, who's going to check into Windhager. In the third term, Windhager is first for the season. So out to Carroll. Kick. Oh, it's beautifully weighted kick. Was in the right spot. Hold with the
here's Butler. Go the Saints!
Got it on a little platter and just massaged it through.
Well, Owens would be disappointed if he dropped that one. But again, they just know where they're going. So he drops the mark, yes. The fact they all get front and square to go. Unbelievable. There's 2 of them there. Representation, fantastic. Could have raffled that one between them. And every player in today's game to kick it on the outside of the foot like that, a little banana. A little cheeky. It's a good finish from Butler. And you're right, there's some warning signs. I know it's only early in this last quarter. But you just want to be careful at West Coast. You don't let this margin blow wide out. I mean, they got the flogging from the Sydney Swans, and that's something that they would have scars from. You've got to fight this last quarter out. They do, but the Saints are serious, and they want to let everyone know they're in town. This should blow out.
Okay.
We
got a clearance now.
Go.
Here's Nazaya. Brad Hill.
Has a panic.
Kicks it.
Toward Owens.
Shit!
Good mark. Taken by Brock. He's back. In the last 3 losses for the Eagles, 128, 46 and 56. So they've been rather large the last 3 times they've gone down. Duggan slippers it. Williams couldn't pick it up. Owens goes back to Hill. Here they go with the whole reset start. Back again to half back to set it up to go forward.
Here's Hill.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't want to get tied too quick here, the Eagles. They've still got to defend like they have for 3 quarters.
Hill
as best they
kicks.
possibly can. Gee, that's a great kick.
Hill's kick.
Right, turned down and glitch there.
That time. Duggan feeds it back. And now the 6th disposal for Brock. Kicks it towards left half forward. Davis off hands. Shanahan goes back to Reed.
Smothered by Silvani.
From Silvani.
We'll talk about Silvani coming into the team and what he would bring, Dicko. I could not fault him since he's been with Saints. Ball clinic, stability, rarely loses the one-on-one. Great support from Wilkie down there.
Louis Jeans.
61
This
points.
one he would say he's got All that experience will float towards half forward off hands.
Turnover.
Sinclair. Wilson. Howard. Who's fitted back
Touch
in.
play on. So
Just pops it.
Luck is cut off.
Two from his own ball. From his own
Give it a touch.
piece of work.
There's
Somebody
got
behind the ball. The Saints. Garcia
it.
hands it up and they're out again. So Owens is calling
Owens
for a
gets the
long
ball,
go.
but it's turned over.
Everyone, Windhager kicked it straight to Young.
And then Ryan just was lengthening out.
Okay, get the ball.
Ball's high floating, put Jimby completely.
Bullshit!
Get a free kick.
And Ryan was lengthening out there, which gave West Coast obviously the drop in. Was never going to be an 80-metre kick to get it over the top. But now they're back with possession. Got to use it, West Coast.
Murdoch. In a frustrated way, just calling for someone to present. Went low towards
Carroll.
Boardman. It was not a great kick in the end and grabbed by Carroll.
Now, if you're going to play the kick possession game, you've got to hit your targets regardless. You've got to put a price on your possession, especially late in the fourth quarter.
Marshall won it. Murdoch had a fresh airy. Reed flicked it to Waterman.
What the heck is
Now
this?
some space.
What the heck is this?
And then the kick towards a vacant goal square. It keeps tumbling. And then
Rush it
Gill's
through.
batting it
Lucky
through,
rush it
eventually
through.
walk over.
Alright.
There's two different types of player in the comp. Those who know how that
60
all works and
points.
those who don't know.
It's funny, isn't it, Dwayne? They put their hands
So,
up 3
Hill.
minutes out as if to say, that's got to be deliberate.
Good kick.
Carroll's had plenty of it.
And there's
So,
Carroll.
as well for the Saints when they're
Chips it to
ditch diggers
Sinclair.
players, but the world needs ditch diggers too. As opposed to those.
And I'll just chip it off again.
Finishing with quality in the Saints.
Can't win premierships without ditch diggers, Dwayne.
Absolutely.
So,
Wilson
passes it off to Wilkie.
just hits the pause button and waits and then
So-
backs the ball nicely back to Carroll.
Carroll.
Well, they're just teasing here. They just want West Coast to defend so they can open a massive hole up.
When do you get mostly tied?
Because last quarter,
In defending.
absolutely, and then they'll drop the hammer, put the afterburners on. Gaps will start to appear.
Alright,
Now they're going
so
down that.
Wilson. For a man Butler. Spoil. Then from behind from Brock.
Well,
That's the football. Lindsay goes interior, but
here's Wilkie.
scooped it off the floor. Wilkie, that's not 15 as you heard.
Sinclair.
Sinclair's going to spear it down the middle.
What the
Hoping for
heck?
Garcia. Reed did really well with the spoil. Floats the handball. Duggan
Can
trying
Butler
to get
grab the
Brock.
ball?
Butler off the ground. He might go a second time. He decides to pick it up as the wall of Jinby was
Here's
coming.
Owens.
Owens gets it to Hall.
Hall.
51 metres. He's going to try and spread it out for Sharman.
Bullshit.
Too wide. Williams.
Well, there's a little bit of layer going on with Saints. They need to still put the foot down here and be a real competitive team.
Hands Wood gets it, hands it back to Sinclair.
Here's Sinclair.
Normally a target hitter, and here's here Sharman with his range.
Alright.
Goes inside to Garcia.
Garcia.
Who has become one of their guns, another unsung hero in some respects, but they traded up to get him. St Kilda picked 50 in the draft in 2023. They identified him as one that they wanted to grab, and he has become one of those who gets quite a few possessions. He's up level with Wanganeen Miller with 28 for the game, so this will take him past Wanganeen Miller.
82 points.
So
is
Hugh
their best
Garcia's
win
kicked
under
the
Ross,
goal.
2.0.
This is for his
Last year
second.
against Richmond. Should be looking to beat
Because he
that
got
today.
good distance there then.
Go
Go the Saints!
Great goal, great game. Hugo Garcia.
He's spot on, Dwayne, about him developing his game. He's getting possessions, kicking goals, but he can also play a run-with role. And it's shown over time he can lock down an A-grade midfielder. So he's got a few strings to his bow now. And like you said, Boone, circle work's not going to get the job done here with the Saints. They're really going to just drop the hammer. This inside kick, no defence. They're getting tired now, West Coast, so you've got to take advantage of it. And that's a great finish. Umpire did not move, straight over his head.
32 games in, would you be wearing the pink boots?
I reckon if I played 332,
I could see you with pink boots, Ellie. You would have been Larry.
There's Marshall.
More on that
With
in a
the
moment.
touch.
66 points.
No contact. Okay. 50 metres.
They're free kick to Windhager. So Windhager getting a little bit of action in front of goal today after a goal in the third term. He's going to have a shot here. 22-year-old. Signed a 4-year deal at the start of the
So,
season.
directly in front.
The Saints.
And Marcus Windhager put it through.
A little bit of target practice for him here. Directly in front. They're right behind you.
What does he do? Can he put it through? In the centre.
So Marcus Windhager for his second. And it's
Go the Saints!
Bullseye.
Well, after all those misses early, Dicko, that's 6 straight goals from set shots after half-time. So they found their range finally. And they don't look like missing once they're having a set shot. But again, just wanted the ball more, Windhager. Just desperate. There it was there. Just a little tap. Knocked the ball out of the hand, Williams. He knew it straight away. He was trying to convince the umpire otherwise, but he knew it. And it's just a good finish.
Well, their first half set shots, 4 goals 7. So the radar was off, 4 goals 7 in the first half, but in the second half, 6 goals straight from set shots. So it just shows you the difference when you can hit the scoreboard, show the pressure, and the margin grows.
Windhager's on an accuracy rate was down.
Underway.
This game with 10-14.
Underconing.
50 has now got 2 straight today. 12-14
Okay, so
for the
it's a
game.
free kick.
Garcia and another possession. Who is tallied to Sinclair, who blasts it
Here's
long.
Sinclair, kicks it.
Owens, Caminiti.
Okay, so
Kicks the deck.
open up the mark.
Got to be cool to be kind here. The Saints just keep putting the hammer down. Let the West Coast Eagles know how far they've got to come. Both teams came into the same record today. 2 wins, 4 losses. The Saints are going to jump into the top 10 with this victory.
Well, we spoke earlier about percentage at the end of the year, Dwayne. It will come into play for the teams, 8 to 10.
Looking and Wilson combined.
Shoot it to Windhager.
Well, now he's got the little man off his shoulder. I'll be having a shot.
Oh. And a swing around just opens up
Go to the other side of the field.
Swings it towards the pocket. Gee, that's a good mark, Jinby.
That is an outstanding mark.
Shit.
And a
They're
swag
gonna
of
be
players
marked
around
with
him,
Eagles.
front and centre, strong. Jinby's kick.
It's 4 by Ryan, but no, not enough there.
Exit D50 towards Marriott. Cut off though.
Hill.
Wilson, Hill, absolute worm burner. Back to Jinby. Throws McCarthy under the bus, receives it again. And then he exits D50 with
Here comes
Dersma,
Wilkie.
and Wilkie coming to spoil. Reed came off his knee. Dersma, back he goes. And now Hewitt.
So
Looping ball to Marrick. The West Coast build here. Yo in the middle of Marble.
Got a couple of one-on-ones ahead of the ball. He could have gone longer to
Bullshit.
Shanahan. Kelly's still got Shanahan.
bullshit.
Take some time, go back. Take 30 seconds off the clock, give your defence a rest. They've been under siege.
And now Liam Ryan is just wandering off. So if I was him, I'll go sit down and relax for next week. moving like he's been old folks home. Let's let him go.
Big game next week for the Saints. They've got Carlton here. A big game next week for the Eagles as well. They've got Richmond at Optus. A winnable game for a 3rd victory. So they should play this out, take some of this form into next week. And Shanahan is...
He hit the post anyway, lucky.
Yeah, Liam Ryan's just
Okay.
sat on a bucket of ice. They've been caught 4 times, and he's done well to get this far in the game of footy. But tell you what will please Ross, CSB, who spoke about it last week in his presser, centre square bounce, scores 26 points, St Kilda 7, West Coast. So that area of the game is a big focus for him, and he's certainly nailed it today.
They started the day 92%. Saints, they've jumped up to 105, so it's been a good day.
Flanders. All to get on with it. Little chip to Hall. Hall's happy to give ground and massage it around to Wilkie.
Now they can just chip it around now. Oh, how's that not hitting 15 metres?
It's hard work, but it becomes the worst day of all time when you're chasing.
So Hall Eventually pelts it towards attacking 50. Owens at the front, no mark. Flanders had for a moment. Tightler got it out to Hewitt. Now through the middle. There's McCarthy and Marrick running with him. McCarthy's long ball to Shanahan. Will it sit up for him, the big young man? Little fumble, but did it pretty well in the end. Waterman round the corner. Baker.
Shit.
Raffled it with Allen. Good communication in the end, and Baker can go back for 2.
The Baker came from the other wing, so worked extremely hard. Just a little U-turn there, come back up with the kicker, which was Waterman, found the space. So hasn't stopped working all day, Baker. You know his experience, we've seen.
It's a long way up for this snap.
7 years at Richmond. John Worsfold medalist, best and fairest last year.
Oh, he's kicked that way over there. Can we get a mark from it? No.
Martin ball in the end.
Wilkie.
It was nearly 40 metres out for that snap, and you had to kick it.
Hill.
You read that well, Williams. Hill.
And we're away.
Inside, Kawanga in middle right. Here they go. At breakneck pace, the Saints.
Here we go. Here comes Flanders. Can he grab the ball?
He goes out to the big guy and
Take Brian Marshall.
to the boundary. Marshall.
So,
It wasn't kicked up the first
throw it in.
nominated for. It was too skinny. It's become
7-11.
some of the competition. Has made an All-Australian squad of 44 before. There's some hard
It's
work.
helping out percentage boost a bit.
Yes.
A couple of goals will help
There's not.
for some
Continues to
Kilda.
fight the fight. Almost hit the
Who's
roof.
going to mark it?
And Coney.
Coney, no.
To grass.
Higgins. You can't get a couple, no.
Wilkie, guess what?
Wilkie.
Got a hold
Wilkie's
three,
ball
and he
anyway.
marked the ball and goes all the way back to Dougal Howard. So every player on the ground in front of them now.
Clark
Here's Clark.
has some space in front of him, so heads to the pocket and hits his man Caminiti.
Great good.
Caminiti.
Today, gets that one race out. Get himself into some form. I think you're right, Dwayne. All those numbers in the front half.
So,
there'd be so
hey,
many congestion,
Caminiti.
that was pretty easy.
Can he put it through?
2 touches of the pill.
Don't know if that angle's got the better of
The
him.
easiest of assignments.
It's not an easy side,
Easy the other night.
but can you put it through for a goal?
Lee Caminiti. Oh, drop punt. That's brilliant.
Go the Saints!
Flushed it. I always feel good those moves because there's no pressure to kick it. And he absolutely flushed it straight off the bat. He knew that was swerve.
It was a quiet day. He's only had the 3 possessions, so you finish the day like with one of those, all of a sudden you feel a hell of a lot better about yourself going home than you've only had the 2 or 3 possessions and you had to kick the goal. This is a nice, beautiful follow through. Great action.
So the mark's inside 50. Caminiti takes another one in there for the Saints. 19 for the day, and West Coast only the 9.
Showing no mercy at all, the Saints now. 119 points and their meters still ticking.
And 29,017 people have rocked up to see them win.
Get a few
Go, bit of clearance.
Yeah,
From Hall.
the ball heads out too wide. Young.
Bullshit. Turnover glitch.
Big game next week against the Blues here at Marvel. Saints can be happy at the end of this. They'll be inside the top 10, but what's on offer for the rest of the season could be huge. Yo scrambles it toward half forward. Silvani gets there, speaking of the Blues. Goes inside. Clark.
First game against the old mob.
Kicks it.
Gonna be a nice little build up.
This with King a possibility of
This
force.
is Flanders.
He's playing right now, isn't he? King? Yep.
Searching ball from Flanders along the wing. No one's worried out of it by Duggan. Working hard as always. And a throw in. This is the next 4 matches. Blues, Suns, Tigers, Dockers.
I'm just doing the math on that. 2 out of 4 maybe. Maybe 3 out of 4.
At least a couple.
Yeah.
Williams to Murdoch to Reed. Little fake to cleverly. Dersma. Hucks the boundary line.
Why not off one step on the left?
24 disposals for Dersma. He's been outstanding. He's just come forward the whole day. Made a few mistakes, but you're going to do that as a young player.
Baker, the Williams direction. Didn't quite grab the mark. Flanders affects the tackle over the top and the ball up.
I still think going forward, you go look at their spine. You've got guys like Jinby, Brock, young Lindsay through, you've got the half-back, in the middle you've got Dersma, Reid down front, you've got Shanahan, Williams, Duff Tytler. They've got enough there, once they get the experience.
Lindsay's up to 30 now as well.
Right, so the umpire's pulled that piece of play up.
It's a good spine, Moons.
It is, and I'd be surprised. I'm going to keep pumping. Like Josh Lindsay is a rising star at the end of the week. Something going on.
Philippi. Windhager. Flanders. Enjoying life at his
Ball
new
hits
club
the
this
ground.
year.
It's not a good
Bringing
kick.
it up with a flick over his head. Here's your man, Lindsay. Another possession. Finds a target. So doing the job for your Moons. That sits in the air a bit for
Clark.
A tough road, Hunter Clark, through his career, but he's under fire as well.
So,
and Filippo.
Mateus
goes long.
Go the Saints!
Mateus with a finishing touch.
Still leave on the line, Moons.
We're both looking at it going, do you take it? Do you let it?
Depends on stage of the game.
But that one was probably, only because Canamini kicked the goal earlier. I reckon he would have taken that one if he hadn't. But that's a nice big finish. And 50 out. More than that, actually. About 55 launched it.
So he's had the 14 disposals today, Philippo. And gets one on the board. Great reward.
Great reaction from him and also his teammate Anthony Caminiti, who was happy to watch it sail through.
Shepherd it through. Where's the dicey one? If you're going for a big bag, take that on the chest.
Wangine Millera. Round the back he goes. Filippo with the blood flowing inside 50 to Hall.
Here's Hall.
This is where, as a forward, you don't even bother chasing your man out now because you know if it turns over, you're going to be free. And we've seen a lot of turnovers this game through the middle, but particularly in this last quarter now, when the game is really, from a West Coast point of view, getting tired. Mistakes are being made. And we've just sat there and said, I'll just wait for this to come back.
Correct. That'll be the headaches for Mini. Just a little bit of a drop off in the second half for this margin to blow right out and playing such an uncontested game, the Saints.
Well, they've got their radar working in the second half of the set shots. The Saints, and look at that, just
Go
right
the
through
Saints.
the middle as well. From Hall, he's got a couple.
So damage when you can kick straight. You mentioned they kicked 4-7 in the first half. It's now 8 straight. And they haven't stopped working. They're just continually hitting up, trying to outnumber. You can see Hall to the right of screen here. Look at all the space to work in. It's just unbelievable in terms of late in this game moves that you can't have a defensive mindset. You just want to lock the forwards. You don't find that much space ever in a game of football.
Walden, who played 89 games for the Saints, up for the Suns, 94 AFL games for his career. Want to work out what he can do to patch this up. Liverpool game next week, though, against the Tigers at Opera Stadium. Tigers haven't won this year, but that's an offer for them. So it might be positive messages at the end of this. From Andy Walter, 20 goals 11, 89 points there, threatening to win by a ton, the Saints.
Guys, look at this.
He's lurking. What an
So,
Wilson sits it up for a mark of the year contender, maybe.
who's up to take the mark?
Middle of the pack.
Good luck marking that.
Waterman's all the way back to full back, lending a hand. Marek all the way back to Young, all the way back. Oh, he's kicks it on the
Go.
Higgins.
Here's Higgins. Go the Saints!
Bounces. 10 goals. He's got a handful, little Jack.
He's having a great day out.
Best in the business.
He's got 5.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure. We'll have to look at the replay here. But was this kicked into the backside of his teammate? Yeah.
It was just a rush kick. You see, Waterman's down there to just, they've actually got a few corks down there to try and stop the leaks. Kicks it straight into the backside, as you said, Bruce. He doesn't need a lot of room, Jack, to hurt you. And he's kicked, as you mentioned, Dwayne, bag of 5. It's a good day out.
That might make a clangers list a little bit later on.
He was actually on the floor as well. Took that ball, got kicked into the backside, then he hopped straight back up.
Oh yeah, you small forwards are very quick to jump up, Ed. Don't worry about that.
Especially when they can see goals.
High score under Ross Lyon in this second tenure. TDK down to Wanganeen Millerer. Still 4.5 left on the clock in the final term. Wood to a running Hall. Hall then belts it towards the top of the square. Marshall set himself out the side.
Who's going to take the footy?
Sharman gathers. Woods.
Hall
in a tight spot. Back to Sharman. Round the corner. Eagles everywhere.
Oh, he's turned over anyway. Here we go. Here's Wilson. No. Come out on the full.
It's fun for the Saints fans. They've had a lot of heartbreak over time, St Kilda fans, but this is fun. Ross Lyon's 4th season as coach, 2nd time around. Coach St Kilda from 2007 to 2011, 3 grand finals, no flags at that time.
Well, it's the biggest score under Rossi 2.0 that they've kicked and the biggest winning margin.
Inside kick to Dersma. And just overcooked it a little, so it's on offer again. Who's going to go and get it? Carroll. Wait until his arms were slung around to a target like Garcia. Flung it up. Sinclair, one of their greats, who just keeps on keeping on to work.
He's been standing there for 5 minutes.
All on his own, in the paddock. White to Wood.
We'll get it back here in a minute.
So they've all folded back. Messiah Wanganeen Millerer. Dating kick inside to the danger zone. Didn't quite work, but it might still work because trouble in paradise here. Davis gave it up. Can they get it out of there? Allen overcooked it straight back to Wilkie.
Here's Wilkie.
They do him now.
They do. He just puts himself in the right spot every time.
Savani floats it to Garcia, then to Carroll, and then a little 9-iron, Filippo.
So going to fill up in the last. But if you're a Saints supporter, you'd be excited. They've had a...
You take these every day of the week.
Absolutely. Sort of a hard start to the season. Played a couple of finals of last year. You go into this game 2 wins, 4 losses, up against an 18th team. You really want to knuckle down from last year.
Well, Filippo's kick here, it's interesting, the highest margin St Kilda's ever beaten West Coast is 101. So this would match that. Look at the kick.
Go the Saints.
Dominant stuff.
And you're right, Grant. When you get a chance to fill your boots as a team, you've got to take it. Particularly when you've been on the receiving end of these.
101 points.
We saw with North Melbourne last week. When you have your opportunity, you take it. And this is exactly what they're doing.
The Eagles staring at their 2nd defeat of the season by over 100 points. Lost by 128 to Sydney, 101 down now.
Funny, you were just talking about Wilkie before. He reads the ball off the boot quicker than anyone. So even if he's defending, running up the backside of his opponent, he knows it's going over his head, he just stops. So then we go, oh, they're thinking into it. But it's just because he's read it so quickly, he knows it's going over his head.
And he's that good a player that he's never been interchanged this season. Wow. He's been on the 100% game time.
That's where he's just...
Saints free kill, St Kilda free kick.
So he doesn't get a rest, so that allows everyone else to get a rest because that's one less rest that gets taken up.
So, kick's gone over there.
A little bit. Winhager had to go up.
Winhager, here's Butler. Here he comes.
Inside the Winhager, second
Lucky
round.
Winhager took a mark.
Talking their biggest ever win over the Eagles. It's their biggest ever tally over Ross Lyon. In his 2nd time in the
And
club.
we get another goal here.
Inside 50, over the head to Higgins, who wants a 6th. Wants to be a chance to get it. Wilson, Garcia, Reed got in the way, gave to Duggan. Everything under pressure though at the moment for the Eagles. They're under siege and they are spent. Yo inside, delightful.
Oh shit.
That was a great kick because they had absolutely zero up forward.
Jack Williams by hand. Reed. Nonchalant kick. That's just Wilkie.
There's Wilkie.
I mean, you've got to keep working the ball around. I know it's late in the game of footy, but you can't kick it up the chimney straight to
I'm going to get one more goal here. Someone's going to go.
Phil has it, and the Saints happy to play.
Sinclair slips over.
Keep their footing. Sinclair back
Back
to
to Hill. We can just chip it around now. We just get one more goal, hopefully just before the siren goes.
Now Wilkie. So it's been over 10 years since St Kilda have beaten a team by over 100 points. So plenty of green ticks next to the names. St Kilda today.
You don't want to turn it over right now, then you'll give him a chance to knock it under 100.
Nervous 30. It's also their highest score for a decade, 143. So Howard kicks outside defensive 50. Final throws of this match. West Coast.
Oh shit! Glitch.
Out, inside 50.
Punched
away. Back up the corridor it goes. Garcia, little fumble. Able to control it eventually to Flanders. And then sends it out. And the St Kilda fans, they're loving every minute. They wanted to go for another quarter.
Go Saints!
St Kilda with a massive
101 points.
home crowd importantly in Melbourne. They win by 101.
Unlucky that went through.
So that man, Jack Higgins, with 5. Nehemiah having a field day against his old team with 3 goals, 2. Having said that, he's going to be sore for the next 24 hours.
Oh, we thought he was in all sorts when he caught the first one, then the second one right in front of the interchange. You can see him there. Did well best to get through the whole game.
I put a line to him. I thought he was done for the day.
He came back and had an impact. You can see there he's certainly going to be sore, but great reward for the Saints. I know it's up against West Coast, but 24 games of this, you'd be nervous based off West Coast have won 2 games and have shown in glimpses that they can really challenge you at times, but you've come through for 101 points. That's a huge win.
Over 10 years since we defeated any side by over 100 points. So this is the first time that my Saints have defeated a side by over 100 points for the first time in 10 years. So
third win of the season. Must be pretty up with the boys.
Yeah, it was huge effort. You know, West Coast really struggled against them, and they made it a huge play because we don't want to, doubt them. And they're obviously a strong side, and they've showed that at the start of the season. So it was good to put together a four-quarter performance.
doesn't not necessarily mean we'll be in the top 10, but it does mean we'll be a win outside the
100%.
wild
We
card.
don't have the tallest forward line, but pretty good one-on-one players, and that was our aim, just to get the ball fast and move it so they get an opportunity to have a crack at it.
Speaking about your backs, Callum Wilkie, must be pretty about the way he's going this season. He's a war down there, nothing can get past him.
Yeah, he's obviously a superstar. For his size, he's playing on the best forwards every week, and he's doing a great job, and he's a great leader for us.
And you get tagged every single week. What do you do during the week? How do you train it?
It's obviously just training, going back to the ball. Just playing like no one's there. That's what Harv told me to do, and obviously got great mental.
So we'll jump to 12 as of now, but Brisbane's leading 29, Adelaide Crows 25. Really hope Brisbane can beautify the match fixing at home.
3 times in that butt cheek there,
And then
was he at half time? He came back on and kicked 2 goals in that third quarter.
Nah, he's a gun. I love playing with him. He's a funny bloke, and nothing keeps him down. He's always a laugh, and he's always got a smile on his face.
I hope no match fixing arrives for the Giants game. Despite the fact that
So it is score differential, 101 points, St Kilda's best win over the West Coast. So they've managed to equal that, and it was midway through 2015 when St Kilda had their last win by over 100. So it's been a red letter day for them. As we head downstairs, this time Kelly Underwood.
Red letter day for the man standing next to me as well. 5-stroke for Jack Higgins. Jack, congratulations. The commentators would call you Snappy Jackie during that. You love a snap. Why do you love a snap so much?
I can't kick drop punt, so I go to snap. So I'll practice a lot. So I'm always practicing snaps, and I'm pretty confident with snap kicks.
16-5 for the season. What's the secret to your accuracy?
Just snap everything. David Wheaton, shout out the Weeds, King Coach, he said snap everything you can, so that's what I'm trying to do. And that came off. I did the drop punt today, which I was a bit surprised, but I was going to trust the process.
High score for a decade for the Saints, and I think it's a big spending margin, something you've smashed all sorts of records. Did you see that coming at half-time?
No, I didn't. West Coast pretty strong. I even thought they fought to the end today. They were pretty strong all day, but we just got on the end of a few, and we played for a bit.
Just heard from Naz. Probably everyone stops you in the street to ask about Naz, but what can you tell us about him?
Naz, I used to live with the bloke. He loves playing the guitar. He's a pretty relaxed fella. And what else? Everyone knows everything about Naz. He's the most popular bloke in AFL footy, so I think everyone knows everything about Naz.
Very true. A forgotten player, for some, but probably not for you, is Max King. He's making his comeback as we speak in the VFL right now. How much would you dearly love to see him back helping you in that forward 50?
Yeah, King is a star. Hopefully he dominates today. Hopefully see him on the team next week. You see what his brother's doing up on the Gold Coast. If he can be half as good, or just as good, hopefully, he'd be the key player for us.
Well done. Thanks, Snappy Jackie.
We mentioned David Wheaton there, his dog kicking coach. David Wheaton has been around a long, long time. He goes all the way back to Gary Everett Senior, a long-time days at Geelong. That's how far back he goes. So it's no wonder that his influence on Jack Higgins is strong, because he's got a great knowledge basis for the way that goal kicking should happen when it comes to the natural style of acquiring self.
Yeah, you go against the tradition, and Dave's been around long enough to know it's a fit for purpose. So Jack loves to snap the guy ball. He doesn't really like a set shot or a straight off kick, so you work to your advantage. And you mentioned back to Gary Ablett days. Other been before Gary, like he's been around that long, and his credits are so high. And I'm sure Ross Lyon would say, right, we get him in. And he's such a great communicator and a connector, and he can actually deep dive and get granular with you and make you understand how good you can play your game.
And to listen to a guy who's probably in his 70s now, the young guy listen to the old guys, that doesn't happen, does it?
I think it's fantastic.
I learned a lot of you, mate Russell. What are you talking about? So big one for St Kilda, 101 points to sign up for this.
Alright, let's just go through the let's just go through all of the details of the game. So far, so good.
When we have it, it's wonderful.
So,
And when we don't,
for the Saints,
we're lost.
so let's go through it all. So, for all the quarters, so Callum Wilkie was unbelievable today. He got 25 disposals, 20 kicks, 5 handballs, 16 marks, 1 tackle. So he finished off on 123 fantasy points. Nazai Wagadangara got 34 disposals, 22 kicks, 12 handballs, 5 marks, 3 tackles, 119. Marcus Windhager got 114 fantasy points. He got 2 goals, 25 disposals, 16 kicks, 9 handballs, 11 marks, 1 tackle. Hugo Garcia finished in 4th. He got 112 fantasy points. He kicked 2 goals. He got 32 disposals on the ground. He got 9 kicks, 23 handballs, 3 marks, 5 tackles. Jake Carroll got 109. He got 25 disposals, 18 kicks, 7 handballs, 10 marks, 3 tackles. Brad Hill as well. He got 29 disposals, 18 kicks, 11 handballs, 7 marks, 1 tackle, 102 fantasy points for Brad Hill. M. Filippo, 99 fantasy points, 2 goals, 2 behinds, 18 disposals, 10 kicks, 8 handballs, 7 marks, 4 tackles. Jack Sinclair, 95 fantasy points as well, 27 disposals, 23 kicks, 4 handballs, 6 marks. So that's Jack Sinclair. Darcy Wilson, 93 fantasy points, 27 disposals, 10 kicks, 17 handballs, 4 marks, 4 tackles. Cooper Sharma, 92 fantasy points. He got 2 goals, 2 behinds. So 2 goals for the game. He got 20 disposals, 13 kicks, 7 handballs, 10 marks, 1 tackle. Sam Flanders, ex-Gold Coast son, he got 1 goal. 1 goal so far today, 21 disposals, 11 kicks, 10 handballs, 6 marks, 2 tackles. While Mason Wood, unfortunately, he didn't get a goal, but only 1 behind. 18 disposals, 9 kicks, 9 handballs, 10 marks, 2 tackles. As for Jack Higgins, he was unbelievable today for set shot in front of goal. He kicked 5 goals, 5. So 5 goals for the game. 14 disposals, 7 kicks, 7 handballs, 3 marks, 1 tackle. So 5 goals, just like 5 behind from what Jeremy Cameron kicked last week against the Bulldogs at GMHBA Stadium. So yeah, Jack Silvani 76. Joe Higgins got 79 AFL fantasy points. Jack Silvani got 76 for the game. 76 fantasy points, 17 disposals, 11 kicks, 6 handballs, 9 marks, 1 tackle. Same with Max Hall. He got 76 fantasy points. He got 2 goals for the game. 15 disposals, 10 kicks, 5 handballs, 5 marks, 3 tackles. Ron Marshall, 75 fantasy points, 1 goal. 1 goal for the game, 14 disposals, 8 kicks, 6 handballs, 4 marks, 4 tackles, and 12 points on head out. Dougal Howard, D. Howard, 74 fantasy points. No goals for him, but he got 16 disposals, 15 kicks, 1 handball, 11 marks. Mitch Owens, he got 60 fantasy points.
So a massive win for
Yes, so Dougal Howard, so no goals for him, 74 fantasy points, 16 disposals, 15 kicks, 1 handball, 11 marks. For Mitch Owens, he got 60 fantasy points, 2 behinds, no goals, unfortunately. He had a bad day in front of goal, unfortunately, for Mitch Owens. But for disposals, efficiency, he got 14, he got 8 kicks, 6 handballs, 6 marks, 1 tackle. Tom de Koning, 58 fantasy points, he only kicked 1 behind, no goals for him. He got 9 disposals, 7 kicks, 2 handballs, 3 marks, 2 tackles, 15 hit outs. Connor Clark, 57 fantasy points, 12 disposals, 7 marks, 7 kicks, 5 handballs, 6 marks, 2 tackles. Dan Butler, 47 fantasy points, 1 goal, 12 disposals, 8 kicks, 4 handballs, no marks, 2 tackles. 46 fantasy points for Liam Ryan, 3 goals, 2 behinds. He had a great day. 6 disposals, 6 kicks, and 2 marks, and 8 community, 25 fantasy points, 1 goal. 3 disposals, 2 kicks, and
to be able to sort of, go on with the score and be able to, 100-point wins,
2 marks, and 2 tackles.
And just one little sneaky one before Moons takes off. We've got a great stat on you, and you gave us a scare with about a minute to go because you looked like you were coming to the bench. And Moons like, no, I want to use my great stat, which is...
Yeah, you haven't come off yet.
And the only player.
Only player in AFL come off. Do you want to?
No, I don't want to, but it's nice to...
Have you gone to the press and said, don't get out, go back?
Well, they said, do you want to come off? And I said, no, it's having too much fun out there. But, no, you give the other high half backs who actually run and give a lot of speed run the rest, and I just sort of dawdle behind the footy. So, yeah, give those high half backs who run a lot, give them the rest.
We talk about the season that you've had so far, and Ross has spoken about, and I think a lot of people have spoken about, the win-loss hasn't been where you wanted it to, but he can see improvement. I don't think you've been too far away because your losses have been by 2 goals and under, 3 out of the 4. So, do you feel like you're just about there, and today was like a real reward for what you've been doing?
Fan.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. And like you said,
I
after
had
we
work.
played
Sorry, I
the
couldn't
footy,
join
we
the
get
live
the
stream.
wins and
How you going, Jasper Suns fan? Yeah, that's okay. I understand that you had work today. So we won by 101 points if you've joined us on the stream. You can rewatch the live stream as soon as I end it. So we won by 101 points. Jack Higgins was unbelievable today. He got 5 goals. 101 points that St Kilda have defeated the West Coast Eagles by. So we smashed West Coast, 143 to West Coast 42, 143 St Kilda away. I got called into work and worked for 7 hours at 7-Eleven. I go to 7-Eleven as well, Jasper. I usually fuel up there. Usually, fuel prices are already starting to drop down, so it's still a bit of relief, but not going to forgive the government for that. I mind a smash, but why does it have to be West Coast? That's the second 100-point loss for the Eagles. No. Well, this one wasn't as bad as the last one, Jasper. The first one they had this season was against the Sydney Swans, so that was actually worse.
Personal story is just incredible. I think it flies under a radar
but,
a little bit. You're an accountant in Adelaide.
I mean, I really wanted West Coast to pretty much get up for it. But I mean, it really wants to be a good relief for the Eagles. But next week against Richmond is going to be interesting, so I really hope they can defy the match fixing next week.
To be able to do this now, a skipper of an AFL club. Congratulations! It's an unbelievable story.
It's been a great journey. I sort of don't really look back too much. Try to look at the same moment and look forward and try and drive this group to play better footy and play finals and be a successful footy club. But really proud of where I've come from. There's a lot of people along the way that have helped me get to where I am.
I do feel bad for the Eagles fans, Jasper.
The outside of the foot kick that he does. Have you seen too many players in the AFL that can do that?
It's hard to watch, clearly, despite the Eagles.
He's awesome.
They had a good third quarter though,
So if you're marking the ball and he's
but pretty much they just blew their chances. I mean, they just got unlucky in the quarter. We left the door open to them, but we just pretty much kicked away.
He's awesome. He just wants to get better. He's a competitive beast and just wants the team to improve and get better.
Well done. We'll let you take that mic and hand it over to your teammate down there in Jack Silvani. Congratulations, pal.
I just want to tell you the good news, Jasper. Kelly Underwood didn't commentate today in the commentary box, so that was good news.
I've really enjoyed it. The boys have been super welcoming, all the fans, and Matt have been welcoming
but
as well. So,
apparently, she didn't say anything during the game, but unfortunately she's the host today, the Sunday ticket for the game. So unfortunately I wasn't happy with that, but I'm happy that she's not commentating the game, despite our huge on chances. So but anyway,
defence really has been really helpful for me.
Jack, the one thing you get to do when you get a little bit older is you get to be in the rooms after winning. You get to have your kids run around. They do the stretching with you. We just saw a little bit of vision of it earlier. I mean, how special is it when you
yesterday's game was
It's really cool.
Match fixing as well. I mean, Suns definitely deserve better than that. I mean, I don't really know how they'll go against GWS despite this bullshit loss. I mean, I really hope North can get up against the Giants, but the fact that, you know, despite, the Giants' pressure, percentage gauge is, definitely lower than the Saints, but a 100-point win is definitely what St Kilda need to boost their percentage. Any chance of getting into the wild card is pretty helpful with this win, so this is what they really needed.
It'll be an interesting week in the lead up and dealing with
you emotional?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It'll be a sort of strange feeling because I'm still really good friends with a lot of the boys, and I obviously love my time at Carlton. I grew up a Carlton supporter. I've got the family ties, so it'll be really it'll be a challenging week, I'm sure, but yeah, I want to get that.
It's a positive thing though. He knows how the boys play. He's played on that training in pre-season, so
you shouldn't get a goal kicked on him there, though.
Shouldn't get a goal kicked on him.
I guess one of your biggest challenges over your career, Jack, has been your body.
Yeah.
It just seems like you are...
Yeah, 8 goals, 0 in the last quarter, heading St Kilda's way. So
you manage a few things as you get older, and I'm coming off a limited.
So which is basically on goals, but
last year, and I got concussed in the first practice game, so I missed the 2 practice games. So I haven't really played a lot of footy since sort of May last year. So finding my feet a little bit. I like to think that I've sort of settled in and sort of getting.
Liam Ryan popped a knee to the buttock earlier in the game, Jasper. But he was okay. He had to come off the ground. He wasn't ruled out for the game, but I think it was his left buttock or something like that. I can't remember, but he was back running on the ground as usual. He wasn't ruled out for the game, which was good news for us.
Thank you so much for joining
but it was a good thing that he played good against his old side.
Just repeating, it was St Kilda by a massive 101 points. It was a demolition job. It was 19 points at time, 40 at half, 55 at three-quarter time in front of 29,017. There was a controversy. 18 minutes into that second term, and the ARC called play back for a Marshall set shot. So this was the first instance where Marshall... Yes.
Umpire had a great view here, and I thought she made the great call.
Joel, it's Rowan.
And then this is 55 seconds later, which I did speak to the umpires upstairs, and they did say they did put the time back on. But then they're taking it down up to 55 seconds out and said, no, this was a mark in play, and I'm still trying to work out where this ball was in play when he marked the ball.
So what happens there? Say they kick that ball in, there's 55 seconds, there's players that touched it at least 3 or 4 times in that disposal gear. What if someone takes a mark in a year?
It gets taken away from them.
It gets taken away.
And I assume all stats are taken away from
everything.
It's just
there's been a controversy with the ARC calling play after 55 seconds in the game, Jasper. Well, we got gifted a goal, which was good, but so basically what happened was that I think Marshall something like that, he took a mark. So basically he marked the ball. So basically, but the goal umpire, she was in a good position, but apparently but the ARC, however, decided to. So she signalled behind by the goal umpire, but when she came back, when the ARC call intervened the game, they had to call play back and then reviewed it.
So that's for them to sort out.
And then when they called play back, they needed to do a score review. And then the decision was changed from a behind to a mark. And then Saints got gifted a goal. So
lit it up though, Eddie, and he brought a massive smile to your face. He kicked the first goal of loves the day.
Very controversial. I don't think I've ever seen something like
the
that
first knock,
before.
and we were keeping count on the boundary.
Right.
How many were there in the end?
Oh, he went to ground a few times, didn't he? The ball came in and landed right on that spot where he got.
That was a
It
really
feels
nasty
very
one.
good.
That's the
200
nastiest
points
one that
in
he
4
caught for the
weeks.
day.
Yeah,
This is
I
a
feel
knee from Jimby.
You see my third favourite
Right
team
there
done by
at that
101,
hip
but my second favourite team
I
won by
think we all
100.
thought he was done for the day because we've all copped those,
Yep.
and it's very
I'm
hard.
sort of
to
happy
move.
and sad at
And
the
if you
same
cop
time.
another one in that spot, where you'd be, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry because that's how much they hurt it. Like it's shocking. So when he came back in, had a really good game.
Right on that hit point, and we thought he was done. Like, and you know, we might speak to him in a minute. Hopefully, he comes up.
Well, I'm just getting word through that he's very, very sore.
He's not.
He's in the ice bath, so unless you go into the ice bath,
I'll go and interview him in the ice bath.
No, well, you can do that. I'm
You've
not
got to get
doing
in
that.
there with him.
No.
So I think Ross has told him in the ice bath, so we might try and get Mateus Filippo to come over and have a chat instead in a moment.
Yeah.
But, I mean, West Coast Eagles fans absolutely love him. We saw that beautiful moment of sportsmanship on the bench, Eddie, when Liam Ryan limped off and we thought he might not come back on, and Ruben Jimby just got up off the bench, walked over and gave him a little tap to say, I hope you're okay, because they appreciate him so much. As we say, Mateus joins us.
Come in now, brother.
Congratulations. That is, absolutely, a lot of respect. 10 years since the Saints have won by 100 points.
It was how many years?
10 years.
Yeah, well, that was the first time for me, so yeah, it felt really good. To be honest.
They're nice days, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I can't say it's sunk in yet, but no, it feels, like I said, first one for me, so it's pretty euphoric, but it's just only one game. Hopefully we can take that moving forward.
Watching before the game, did you do a fitness test before the game? Doing some run-throughs?
No, that wasn't me, no. I think
I thought it was.
maybe mistake me for that.
We thought you might have been doing a Nick Freevolt.
Right.
And just doing the Ks to get them into your legs,
Right. No, that was me.
Matthias, what's the most pleasing thing about today, mate? And over probably the last couple of
Well, I mean,
weeks, rebuilding to
the
something
Tigers
like
have
this.
been pretty much starting to become a little bit of a young side at the moment. But they've been apparently they've been nearly took off Melbourne's side, but were unable to control the game. But in controversial games, Jasper,
last week, 9 goals in 2 weeks. They're all in great form.
I despise the Tigers, but the Eagles, well,
you see the stats, but it comes off.
they're going to have to pull something out of their ass next week if they want to win their third game of the season and keep the Tigers at 0-8.
Probably more efficient without.
They're going to have to step up.
I mean, not being as desperate with our run. Even me personally, I felt like once you just relax a bit.
They'll have to learn from this, and hopefully they'll come back stronger next week.
Where it comes from for those guys, they've just done it for so long that it falls in their hands really. I feel
like there's a handful of you young guys.
It's okay to be concerned, Jasper. I mean, I'm the same thing.
You start to feel now like you are starting to gel a hell of a lot better up there.
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to have to train harder next week.
I think probably the connection of the group is something we've.
This could be a game that could pretty much may potentially go down to the wire or something.
Yeah.
So
what about the body? You haven't had a good run of it.
It's going to have to be a big one.
What the setbacks that you've had over the last few years?
Yeah, so I've had
100-point losses isn't going to needs to sting for them.
Probably the biggest one was the stress fracture.
Yeah.
To be honest, outside of that, just been little, annoying niggles, like I said.
You missed a chunk of footy with that stress fracture.
Yeah, I did, and I put it down probably just my preparation. Didn't nail it on a variety of levels, whether it was my recovery and all my eating and overtraining, things like that. I've got a tendency to overdo it, and just learning where that balance is for me personally is something that I'm still evolving, but I feel like I'm really starting to find some rhythm.
So you're not talking about your professionalism, you're probably thinking you went too hard on a few things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're going to learn to pull it back and know when to go, when not to go?
Just knowing where to put my energy. I've got, to be honest, it is my life footy. None of my family or friends are here. This is pretty much outside my girlfriend, that's all I got. So, it's I've got to just chill out a bit and figure out where to put that energy without overdoing it. I feel like I've taken a step in the right direction the last few weeks.
And balance is so important. What do you do then to switch off? What are you trying to change in your lifestyle?
Yeah, that's a good question. For me, it's just again refining where to put that energy. I'd have a lot of people just say just relax, keep it simple, but I'm an overthinker, and that's not.
I'm also very stubborn, so my nutritionist our nutritionist might come to me and say, do this, and then I'll go and do it, and I might not do it because I need to make that mistake in order to learn, instead of just I'm a practitioner, I think is the word. So
well, you got the balance right today. You kicked a couple in a massive win. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.
Great insights there, Mateus Philippou. So it was the Saints by 101 points. Back with more after this. Big boxing bout coming up, and it features Nikita Zoo.
He was feeling a bit of
So,
pressure. He didn't expect the kind of style that...
right, let's go through the So let's go through the team stats. So we won 433 disposals to 349, kicks 268 to 195, handballs 165 to 154, inside 50s we won 59 to 48 in disposals. Disposal efficiency we won 79% to 74%. We won the goal efficiency, 22 goals from 59 inside 50s, so 37% to 5 goals from 48 inside 50s for the West Coast Eagles. We won the free kick count of 18 to 13. The Eagles actually won a hit-out on stoppages, so we got robbed on hit-outs, so 27 to 28. Clearances, we won the clearances on 36 to 28. Centre clearances, we won also 18 to 10. 18 stoppage clearances, both level on 18, so we tied that one. We won the contested possessions count 130 to 109. We also won uncontested possessions 296 to 233. Turnovers, we've got 66 to 65. Eagles won the intercepts 66 to 64.
Most of the rain stays effective for 50 days.
Not much has changed, but that's just the heat map. 50% we won in the match for time in possession, so 50% to 37%. 56% in the quarter, this quarter against Eagles 29%. 45% in the last 10 minutes to 14%. We won the mark count 146 to 97. We won the marks inside 50 21 to 9, and we won contested marks 96. So we've been in front for the whole entire game, so pretty much 121 minutes and 5 seconds, so that's how long St Kilda have been in front. Eagles didn't lead for the whole entire game, so we won by 101 points. The scoring broke down, 22 goals, so pretty much 22 in front of goals, 6 on the left have been behind, 3 behinds have been on the right. 1 has been rushed, 1 have been touched, 4 have been rushed for the Eagles. So 5 goals for the Eagles, 1 behind on the left, 4 on the right, and then 2 and 1 from both posts. We won the defense 45 to 33 on. So we won the defense tackles 45 to 33. We won the tackles in 456 to 5. The general we didn't win the bounce, so 8 to 10. 1 percenters, Eagles won 44 to 30. So the interchanges, not much has changed on the interchange bench for 74. Let's go to the tracker. So Callum Wilkie ran the most distance today, 15.3 kilometres. So Callum Wilkie was unbelievable today. Jack Sinclair's 14.8 kilometres. Darcy Wilson only ran 13.8 kilometres. And Marcus Winhager, him and H. Davis from the West Coast Eagles, 14 kilometres. Darcy Wilson also ran 3.3 kilometres. It's high speed. Whoops. So yeah, Darcy Wilson 3.3 kilometres. Cooper Sharman also ran 2.7 kilometres. H. Davis 3.1 kilometres. Marek 2.8 kilometres. B. Ho 2.7 kilometres for the West Coast Eagles. Brad Hill he fell short on the maximum speed, so he his is 33.3 kilometres. But S. Brock from the West Coast Eagles ran in total 33.9 kilometres. M. Champion, 33.1 kilometres. T. Young, 32.7 kilometres. Same with R. Marek from the West Coast Eagles. H. Davis ran 9.5 kilometres for average speed. Sam Flanders as well. So him, Sam Flanders and H. Davis are level. So M. Filippo ran 9.3 kilometres, same with M. Murdoch from the West Coast Eagles, and B. Allen 9.4 kilometres from the West Coast Eagles. Total of sprints 30 for Darcy Wilson, Joe Higgins 28, D. Butler 25, Brad Hill also on 22, but M. Murdoch also ran 25 sprints. The repeat sprints for Dan Butler 7, Darcy Wilson 6, M. Murdoch 6, Tim McCarthy 5, Allen 5.
Probably a traditional milestone, but Toby.
And that's all there. The work rate. Jess Sinclair 8.6 kilometres. The Eagles have pretty much done the work rate. M. Murdoch 9.4 kilometres. C. Duff Tyler 8.7 kilometres. J. Lindsay 8.6 kilometres. B. Allen 8.6 kilometres. Darcy Wilson average speed in defence 9.1 kilometres per hour. Marcus Winhager 9.1 as well. Sam Flanders 8.9. Joe Sinclair 8.9 and M. Murdoch 8.8 for the West Coast Eagles. The team tracking, they've ran 284 kilometres, but the Eagles actually won the most total distance, 286, and we only got 284. That's the distance for the. That's the total distance. The distance at high speed, they got 48. The Eagles, St Kilda 46. The total sprints, we got 326. West Coast only got 330, so we didn't get the total sprints for sprinting.
The biggest change because
That's sort of, this is the total sprints. They got 42. The West Coast Eagles for the repeat sprints and St Kilda only got 37, so we didn't quite cough on that, but we got the win. Average speed in attack, the Eagles 8.1 kilometres, we didn't quite nail that, we only got 7.5 kilometres per hour. Average speed in defence 7.9 kilometres, we won the average speed, and the Eagles only 7.7 kilometres per hour.
What are we expecting from the
So the team lineup, so we had Jay Silvani and M. Murdoch on and that end of the ground. Cam Wilkie and Jay Waterman, Hunter Clark, M. Champion. Half-back was Jay Carroll, Brad Hill, and N. Wagon and Nora. Half-forward for the Eagles, we've got. They've got L. Baker, J. Shanahan, E. Hewitt. In the centre, we had Marcus Winhager, M. Hall, and Hugh Garcia, who was in the centre with us. B. Allen with Marcus Winhager. Max Hall played with Elliot Yeo. Hugo Garcia played with Will Dersma. In the half forward, we had Mason Wood with Jay Lindsay, Liam Ryan with T. Young, Mitch Owens with Tim McCarthy. At the other end of the ground, also for the forward for us, Joe Higgins played with B. Howe, Cooper Shannon played with Ara Gibney, Ryan Marshall played with Elda. Followers, Tom DeConing, Sam Flanders, Joe Sinclair for Saints. For the Eagles, they had Big Loon, Charlie Reid, Tim Kelly. For the interchange was Dan Butler, Gil Howard, Darcy Wilson, and Filippo, a committee for St Kilda. C. Duff Tyler, R. Marek, Joe Williams, Hugh Davis, and S. Brock right for the Eagles. For the emergencies, we didn't have A. Hasty playing, A. Taru, and M. McConnell playing. But for the Eagles, they didn't have M. Flynn, T. Cole, or Harris Schoenberg. The umpires, John Howarth, number 17, Nathan Williamson, number 22, Joel Clamp, number 30, and Jordan Fry, number 39. So, overall, we've won by 101 points, 22-11, 143 to West Coast, 5-12, 42.
They've got the spine. They're just young.
West Coast up at 27 points on the Waffle. Remember, we had 22 sunny days in a row on the Gold Coast. Now it's raining every day now. We're up 20 points against you in the VFL. This round be a bunch of smashings. I'm going to check the VFL. I want to see how that's going. Suns must be playing well.
Last season under
Let me just have a
they've had the
look.
2 already in a very
Oh yeah, Suns Saints are getting robbed by the match fixing at the moment in the VFL. 8-8-56 to Gold Coast 12-11-83. Just the Suns are leading at the moment. But I want to see how Max King end up playing today. I wonder how he went.
And their wins have come against North and Port so far. So very shortly we're going to head to Monica Oval. What's your tip?
North by goal.
Okay. Eddie?
North. Try back to keep take Margaret here.
Okay, well let's have a look because here is Cam Zerha, as you just
Well,
mentioned.
Max going to kick one behind. He hasn't had his best performance yet. He only got 4 spells, 2 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark. He hasn't had a good game so far at the moment, but I want to wish Jasper the best of luck. I don't think we've got a good chance to win the game, unfortunately, but
and then you've got one of the young stars as well. Then you've got that man there, Eddie, Zerha.
And that's the thing, you spoke about a big test. He might get stringed, but if he gets a job on Toby Green, the record...
Brisbane Lions are leading over the Adelaide Crows. So the good news is Brisbane are beating Adelaide Crows 9-8-62, Adelaide 6-3-39. Just hope the Lions can really put a dagger in the heart for them. So interesting. So
Belonging. It's everywhere.
what a game it was at Marvel Stadium. So St Kilda, well, they definitely won. So we won. So score again, 22-11, 143 to West Coast 5-12-42. So it's a triple figure. Definitely what we needed to pretty much boost our percentage. So the Saints are they'll move up to 12 on the ladder, waiting for the Brisbane Lions to pretty much defeat the Adelaide Crows. I really hope Brisbane don't get robbed. So St Kilda's percentage ends up at 110.1. So they'll be now three wins, 4 losses. 110.1 percentage, sitting 12th at the moment. So a win outside the wild card, which is a top 10. Well, top 6 being the finals, but it's now a top 10 with the wild card. So 101 point win over the West Coast Eagles. So next week the Eagles will take on Richmond next week. So I hope the Eagles can pretty much defy match fixing and hope they can take the Tigers down, make them 0-8. Should expose him in 27 so come on Justin. Yep, let's do that. We got Carlton next week. Now as I said before, there will be no live stream next week, as I'll be heading to the I've got a bowling tournament next weekend, and I'll be taking the week off from doing live stream. So hope we can defy the match fixing next week. Our next, who have we got? Our next 4 matches for, so we've got Carlton next week, Saturday night at 5:35pm, 7:35pm, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Then we play the Gold Coast Suns at TO Stadium in Darwin, so that's also a Saturday night between Suns and St Kilda. 5:10pm start, 7:10pm Australian Eastern Standard Time start. Round 10 we got Richmond, so this is the big game. So both round 9 and 10 are going to be big games. So it'll be Jasper versus me, and then I'll be versing Studi come round 10. And then after that we got the Dockers, which will be me, Wesley versus me. I may think about going to the Fremantle St Kilda game. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll get the chance to go, but I may think about it. If I don't, I'll give it a skip and do a live stream from home Friday night. So it's a 6:30 PM start, which is an 8:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time start. I may have a think about it. So, but yeah. So we won by 101 points. St Kilda 22-11-143 to West Coast 5-12-42. I'll keep you updated on about when my next live stream will be. It'll be probably round 9, round 10. I may think about doing a round 9 live stream or something like that. There'll be no live stream round 8 next week, as I'll be taking the week off from doing the live stream, and I have a bowling tournament on that day as well. So if you're watching this, Jasper, I'll keep you updated on Discord to see how the tournament goes, and hopefully I can impress you. So anyway, nearly 3.5 hours. So I hope you guys enjoyed my live stream between St Kilda versus West Coast Eagles round 7 2026 at Marvel Stadium. We won by 101 points. So I hope you all enjoyed my live stream. Just a reminder, no live stream next week, but I'll think about doing the round 9 live stream or something like that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, rest of your long Anzac Day weekend, and I hope you enjoy the week. Have a great week. Stay cool, stay warm. Whatever season you're in or what temperature you're at. So stay safe. On behalf of Justin's Saints Fan 1966 posts, I bid you farewell and signing off. I will see you guys next time.